Finding the right home can be a tough decision, but finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
Hi, I'm Sally Hardy. I am asking you to re-elect John Hardy to the West Virginia House. John is my husband of 24 years and an amazing dad to our daughters. I am proud of this hardworking man who runs a successful business, gives back to the community, and is our valuable delegate. John Hardy is a man of values with a heart of service, and he cares about moving West Virginia forward. Re-elect my husband, John Hardy. Visit Delegate John Hardy on Facebook.
Paid for by candidate.
I'm Jason Barrett. I'm running for state senate because I believe it's time to build an even better West Virginia. That starts with a less burdensome tax policy, reliable internet service, a strong education system, and a robust tourism industry. I believe this building starts right here in Jefferson and Berkeley counties. I ask for your support and your vote in the May 10th Republican primary.
Paid for by Friends of Jason Barrett.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl tile and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson at 304-LAWYERS. Or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg.
Play ball!
It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Modern Realty Results, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, and the Skinner Law Firm.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Welcome out to Appleman Park here on the campus of Musselman High School for some EPAC baseball action. Spencer DePuy-Triptoba, Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us. John Archer, our cameraman tonight. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio for the countdown to first pitch, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, where you get the job done right the first time. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. And obviously the rematch from last Friday night where Musselman was able to get a big victory over Martinsburg. Then Dylan Stevens was on the mound. He threw a gem, but tonight it's a different story. Cohen Rutherford on the mound. He's only pitched 14 2/3 innings for Musselman. And for Martinsburg, they're going pitcher by committee tonight here, trying to get everybody a little work in before sectionals, and probability that they're not going to play tomorrow night, and that game will get canceled altogether because Hampshire has a game scheduled on Saturday. So, guys, obviously rematch from last Friday night in which Musselman took a big win at Martinsburg. Now, Martinsburg wants to take a big win at Musselman.
Yeah, I think they're both going to play for pride. One, Martinsburg got that took that loss, on the chin, and Musselman just came in there and just handled them. But I think also Musselman, you'll hear Coach Hartman say in the pregame that they're playing for pride. They got that number 2 seed, felt like they should have got the 1. So both teams have incentive here to play. So to say that it's a game that really doesn't matter, it doesn't really matter in the standings, but it matters.
It definitely does matter, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I was walking around, I could hear the Musselman fans saying we deserve that 1 seed. So definitely the Musselman side of things believes they should be 1. And, with a win tonight, while they won't be able to move up in the standings, they'll kind of send that message that they deserve that 1 spot. Obviously, Martinsburg's kind of looking at it as an opportunity to get some guys some work. Seems like Musselman is looking at this game as an opportunity to prove something. So it definitely sets up for an interesting matchup. I think Martinsburg is definitely going to go out there and obviously give it their all, but they're just going to try some different pitchers, and all those guys are quality pitchers. So it won't be easy for Musselman, and it won't be easy for Martinsburg. It will be, I think, a much closer game than what we saw earlier this season, but it's definitely interesting, and it seems like a pretty fired-up Musselman squad.
And for Martinsburg, they're really getting to full strength health-wise here as we get ready for sectionals. And Musselman doesn't seem to have many defects health-wise here. And for Martinsburg, obviously getting some work in. And I got the rundown for the pitchers starting for tonight will be Caleb Edwards for Martinsburg, and then Coach Byler wants to get Morris some work, Trigg some work, Paulson some more rehab work, and then Zittel as well. But he said he would give Edwards a longer leash tonight depending on how he pitches.
Right. Yeah, he's kind of going Johnny Holstaff here, just, try to keep everybody safe, and unharmed, and he wants to go into there healthy. But he also wants, some of these guys to get some game time pitching as well. They haven't really got on the mound much as far as depth in there, a lot of depth after they come back from Myrtle Beach. So, Triggs did have that game, I believe it was a Hampshire game where he went deep, but we haven't seen much out of Zittel or Morris other than an inning and 2 here and there. So, they kind of close things out a lot of times. So I just wanted to try to get those guys some game time experience there and just keep them sharp. Tuesday will be here before you know it, but ultimately wants to see how, Paulson and Edwards are, health-wise in the pitches that they can throw, throw them effectively in the game.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be key for Martinsburg. It'll be interesting to see how Musselman plays tonight. Obviously, they played really well against Caleb Edwards the last time these two teams met, and this would be now the 5th time, I think, in the past 2 years that they've seen Caleb Edwards on the mound. So Musselman has a good read on him. They certainly know what he delivers, but it just seemed like, too, it was just an off night for him, an off night for the Martinsburg defense the other night. So if Edwards is on his game, we know he's one of the best pitchers in the EPAC and extremely tough to hit. So we'll see if Musselman can have that same success, because if they do offensively and these teams meet up again, I would not expect Edwards to be on the mound just because they've hit him done well in 2 straight games.
And Musselman hits well. I mean, I think they're a 340, 350 batting average team on the year, and they have some guys that hit the ball really well.
They really do. Looking at averages here, they have one guy in their lineup that is hitting below 300, and he's hitting 259, and that's the pitcher tonight who's hitting for himself, Cohen Rutherford. Everybody else hitting over 300, and for the most part, well over 300.
Yeah, they hit the ball well. And we seen at that Martinsburg game, they squared some balls up against Caleb Edwards, and Caleb didn't have his best stuff that night, no doubt, but still give credit to Musselman, for hanging in there, hunting out fastballs, as a coach would say, and finding pitches they could hit and hit it hard. They hit a lot of extra base hits in at Martinsburg that night as well.
Yeah, it wasn't just like lucky bloopers with the wind or anything like that. I mean, they were hitting the ball well. So if they put the pressure on the defense, you never know what's going to happen in high school baseball when you put pressure on the defense. So that will be really important tonight.
It will be important, and with that, we'll take our first break here on the Cody's Auto Body Countdown to First Pitch. When we come back, we'll get you the Laddie's Bar and Grill coaches interviews. That's
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596. Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Heffley Motor Company, just off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road, is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Heffley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner, serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. And if you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Heffley.com. Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Golf season is right upon us. Hi, I'm Ron Springer, head golf professional at The Woods, and I'm excited to announce the 6th annual Tournament of Champions back for another exciting year. This year's tournament schedule here at The Woods is bigger than ever, so gather up your buddies to try to qualify for the area's biggest golf event. A list of the many qualifying tournaments held here at The Woods can be found at thewoods.com or by calling 304-754-7222, or you can also find the list in Around the Panhandle magazine. Have fun and benefit the community.
Welcome back here to Appleman Park. You're getting ready for the coaches' interviews brought to you by Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg. If you're looking for some fun nightlife and great food at affordable prices, then dine in at Laddie's or carry out carry out by calling them at 304-263-5233. We'll start with the visitors, Martinsburg.
Down here with Coach Byler, and obviously the last couple days you've got the sectional seedings, and does it make you happy you get to host a few games potentially?
Yeah, we're happy with it. I think you play the regular season for one reason and one reason only, and that's to try and be the top seed and be at home. We felt that our whole body of work, as I told you guys before, was deserving, and we're just happy that everybody else felt the same.
And obviously tonight, a lot on your minds considering you just played them last Friday, and it's obviously you guys want to win tonight after giving up a tough loss last week.
Yeah, I think definitely for morale purposes you want to win tonight. With that said, you have to be smart about what you do with your pitching to make sure we're set up for next week. I think we have a good plan in place. I hate losing more than I like winning, so we're going to make sure that we do everything in our power to keep the game respectable and try to get a win here tonight.
And you talk about that plan. You want to detail that plan a little bit?
Well, we're going to start Caleb Edwards. The thought process there is he's going to start the sectional game on Tuesday. So we wouldn't see Musselman again unless we were playing next Saturday after a long week. So don't really have any fear about him playing or pitching against them again. Think it'd be good for his confidence, hopefully, to come out and throw strikes and have a little bit better outing than he had last time. From that point, we're going to kind of see where Caleb's at. We're probably not going to throw him anything over 60 pitches, and then we're just going to probably go by committee throughout to give everybody some work, because I think your bullpen work is more valuable in game than it is just throwing a bullpen at practice. So that's our plan. Plans change. See what happens.
And then obviously this game was yesterday, pushed to today, and potential for more weather tomorrow. What's the plan for if it gets rain tomorrow?
Well, I don't hate that yesterday's game was moved to today. It kind of breaks up the monotony a little bit. Doesn't look very good for Friday. Saturday's the last day to play. They already have a game scheduled, so it's supposed to rain again on Saturday. So if it gets banged tomorrow, that'll be it. That'll end our regular season. We're just hoping to win tonight, be 20-7, and end the regular season on a positive note.
Anything else, Coach?
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
I'm here with Musselman coach Josh Hartman. Josh, you got a game tonight here at the Martinsburg. It doesn't really have a lot of standings as far as the EPAC or the sectional goes. Section came out last week. You guys ended up in the 2, even though you were 5-0 in your section, and you just had beaten Martinsburg. You want to talk about that?
It is what it is. You always want to put yourself in the best situation. I mean, we're hosting a first-round playoff game, and that's all you can ask for at this point. I really don't understand why we have the vote when you still have games to be played that are especially in your section. So our vote was due Tuesday, and they had it finalized basically by Wednesday at noon. So why not let the whole week play itself out and see where teams up then? So I think we do it way too early. I'm not the one that makes those decisions on when we vote, but I do have a say in how we vote. It's what it is. I'm happy where we're at.
So being the number 2, has it motivated your team?
Oh, absolutely. These kids are upset about that. They are. They know what they did last time against Martinsburg, and Martinsburg has more wins than us. I can understand coaches voting either way with that. I really do.
Yeah, it was a close one, too, I'm sure. So tonight's game, again, doesn't have a whole lot of bearing on what's going to happen next week. What do you hope to gain from tonight's game?
Pride. You're really playing these guys for pride. So anytime Martinsburg Musselman plays, it's all about pride. Like you said, though, this game pretty much doesn't mean anything for standings or anything like that, but it gives each team opportunities to work on scouting reports, see how their players work, and hope we'll gain something from it tonight with that.
Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you, Tripp.
All right, that was Coach Hartman with Tripp, and prior to that was Coach Aaron Byler with myself. Those were your coaches' interviews brought to you by Laddie's Bar and Grill at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg. If you're looking for some fun nightlife and great food at affordable prices, then dine in at Laddie's or carry out by calling them at 304-263-5233. Now we'll get your starting lineups brought to you by Trips Flooring. Start for the visitors. Martinsburg batting first, playing shortstop, number 3, Hudson Clement. Batting second, playing left field, number 4, Landon Sifford. Batting third, playing first base, number 14, Isaiah Morris. Batting fourth, pitching tonight, Caleb Edwards, number 27. Batting fifth, second baseman, number 5, Carson Booter. Batting sixth, center fielder, number 7, Jordan Canby. Batting seventh, third baseman, number 10, Michael Lupus. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 18, Jake Zittel. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 8, Matthew Asanovich. And Zittel is DHing for Logan Wilt in right field. And now for the home team, Musselman.
Leading off for Musselman is number 14, the center fielder, Kyle Lohr. Batting second, number 13, Baden Hartman at shortstop. Batting third, number 1, Jacob Miller playing left field. In the 4 spot, number 8, Jason Myers playing first base. Batting fifth, number 11, Dylan Stevens playing third base. Batting sixth, Trenton Wolf, number 4, playing right field. Batting seventh, Taryn Boyles, number 9, he's DHing. Batting eighth, number 2, Austin Moberly, the second baseman. Batting ninth, number 6, Cohen Rutherford, the pitcher. And doing the catching tonight and being DH for is number 5, Brandon Berry.
Those were your starting line. Was brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. We'll get you the weather here as we get started. And it right now is 66 degrees. It'll get down to around 62 by the time 9 p.m. comes around. That's your weather brought to you by Kelly's Allstate Insurance. For all your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have first pitch coming up next. You're tuning in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been...
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices. And we've made buying a new car easier than ever with one-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
Play ball! The pregame is over, and we're ready for today's opening pitch and the play-by-play. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Trips Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, the Heffley Motor Company, the Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Pitch. We'll get a look around the EPAC for the EPAC Baseball Roundup, brought to you by Burke, Schultz, Harmon, Jenkinson. Over 120 years combined experience as accident, injury, and disability lawyers. Go to burkeandschultz.com or call them at 304-263-0900. We play hardball. A few games going on right now. We'll start with Washington. They beat Berkeley Springs 8-0 in the first game of a doubleheader earlier today. Currently, right now, they are leading 5-1 over Berkeley Springs. Once it loads in the bottom of the fourth inning, 6-1 is now a score. Just pull the score up like there's a scoring play there, Trip. Hedgesville going to get going later on at 7 p.m. or just about now against Frankfort. Jefferson playing a doubleheader tonight. They won the first game against Mercersburg Academy 5-0, and they're just starting the game against Smithsburg. The game against Mercersburg Academy was set for tomorrow night. They moved it up to tonight. They're getting ready to go in the top of the first inning there. Spring Mills plays tomorrow night. And I think that'll wrap up the EPAC baseball roundup. I'm not forgetting anybody, Tripp, am I?
I don't think so. Washington's playing a doubleheader tonight.
Just said that.
And
so get ready for first pitch. First pitch is brought to you by the Mortgage Center on Edward Miller Boulevard. One call will save you thousands. Call 304-263-9040. First pitch from Rutherford here at 7:01. Comes in as a ball.
Yeah, it's kind of neat because both these teams still have something to play for. Like Hartman said, we got to play for pride, and Martinsburg also playing to revenge that loss.
And Clement takes that one out to right field. Going back on it is Wolf, and Wolf makes the one-handed interesting catch there, Tripp.
Yeah.
Kind of just threw out his arm.
Yeah, he kind of turned the wrong way. He opened up on his right foot, and he got turned around a little bit, and he had to switch back and open back up on his left side to make that catch. So at first I thought it might have gotten him, but he recovered and made that play out there. It's a pretty tough play coming off the right-handed bat, headed out the right field, tailing away. And probably would have one-hopped the fence.
Now up to bat for Martinsburg is Landon Siffert, the left fielder today, hitting 319 RBIs on the season.
Landon had a couple hits in that game the other night.
Second pitch in there as a ball, evens the count up at 1-1.
Got a big double and a couple of ground balls that got through the infield there against Berkeley.
1-1 delivery on the way. That one is hit out into right field. Coming in on it is Wolf again, who makes the catch. Out number 2.
Camped under that one. He looked a little more.
Yep.
That one wasn't quite as deep and over his left shoulder. Some camera angle issues.
We got one pulled up there. Here's now up to bat is Isaiah Morris. He swings through the first one.
Morris been swinging one of the hottest bats on the Martinsburg team. Look for him to stay hot through the section.
That one there from Rutherford to the backstop.
Rutherford throws the ball. Of course, he plays shortstop when he's not pitching, so he has the arm strength. We haven't seen him pitch much this year. See what pitches that he does have.
1-1 delivery on the way. Swung straight through does Morris there to bring the count to 1-2 now, 2 outs. Top of the first inning.
Rutherford's doing a nice job of throwing strikes. That's all you can ask for, throw strikes and let your defense play. Like that's kind of the shape did the other day.
And he gets that little contact on that one, and having to throw it over to first is catcher Brandon Berry to Myers to get the out, and that'll do it for the top of the first inning. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning when we return after this 1-minute break. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 60.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
They let me run the camera one time. I zoomed in all the girls on the stage.
Welcome back here to Appleman Park. between Musselman and Martinsburg, headed to the bottom of the first inning. We're going to be rejoined by Nick Verzolini here momentarily. And I did that on purpose, Drew.
Oh, okay.
You were trying to have a side conversation here when we were going on the air. But we'll
talk to my buddy Scott Jenkins up here in the press box. He's up here doing the announcing.
Leading off now for the Applemen is number 14, the center fielder Kyle Lohr, hitting .408 on the season. Has one of 4 home runs for this Appleman team, and he's got 26 RBIs on the season to lead the team.
Kyle's been hitting the ball really well. I mean, he came on strong last year as a freshman. Actually, he's still just you don't think of him as a sophomore, but it's just a sophomore and just playing, lights out defense out in the outfield. We've seen him make some incredible plays in the Martinsburg game at P.O. Faulkner, and he tracks down a lot of fly balls out here. Appleman Park is a very deep park, so it's 370 some in the alleys. Just in play center field, you have a lot of ground to cover. But this young man's been just been phenomenal at the plate and done his job out there in center field defensively.
Lohr up to the plate with Edwards on the mound for Martinsburg. Edwards comes in 2-1, 2.02 ERA, 38 innings pitched, 26 hits allowed, 19 runs, 11 earned, 55 strikeouts to 14 walks. His first pitch from him is down the middle for a strike. The 0-1 delivery again catches the zone here, and this one to 0-2 now the count. The pitchers.
James was pretty emphatic about that. James Franklin behind the plate, Dave Boyd on the bases, and James was really let us all know that was a strike.
0-2 delivery from Edwards, and he fouls that one off. Does Lohr.
I think it skipped across the helmet of the catcher, Osanovich.
And then across the shoulder of James Franklin.
Yeah, went right by him. Kind of a waiting game here. Yep.
The 0-2 delivery coming from Edwards. That one hit on the ground, up the middle, past Hudson Clement as first the leadoff man hits single to lead off the ball game. Now one man on here. Lohr hitting a hot bat this season, 408 coming into today's game, so obviously knew he's got a good bat. But now coming up to the plate is Baden Hartman. He's hitting 463 on the season, 23 RBIs, and his 463 leads the team in batting average, and he can do damage just about any time he's up.
Yeah, and Lohr has speed on first. That was a great job of Lohr. Got down to 0-2 count, and generally 0-2 counts don't relate into positive at bats, but he turned it into a positive at bat, and now he stands over in first with all that speed, and possibly a threat to steal and get in scoring position as Josh Hartman gives some signals here.
1-0. Excuse me, that one came in for a ball. Now the count is 1-0. Here with no outs. Bottom one.
The double play depth.
Caleb Edwards deals and delivers. That one fouled off for the first strike of the at-bat. Now 1-1.
When you watch all these teams in the EPAC, you have to tip your cap a bit to Musselman. They swing the bat well and aggressively. That can get you in trouble when you get into a pitcher that kind of pitches backwards and whatnot. But they when they get a fastball that they can handle, they really swing the bat hard, and they see a pitch they like. They're aggressive.
Edwards over there taking his time with Lohr on first. 1-1 delivery on the way as Lohr goes. Osanovich can't get the handle on it, so easy steal there.
Osanovich didn't get the transfer. He caught the pitch and came up with the ball from glove to hand. He mishandled it and dropped it, so no throw there. But I think Lohr had the green light there. He was just waiting to get the jump that he needed or that he wanted. He was kind of reading the pitcher there. When he finally got that jump, he was gone.
Now on second, Edwards got to worry about him a little bit. That one hit on a line out to left center field, unable to catch it though, or able to catch it, makes a great catch there out in center. Does Canby. Moving over to third there is Lohr, but heck of a catch there by Jordan Canby. It didn't look like he caught it initially.
It was a web gem, that's for sure. I didn't think he was going to get there, but we talked about Lohr covering some ground out here at Appleman Park. Canby just covered a tremendous amount of ground, and that ball wasn't a fly ball. It was a line drive, so he didn't have a lot of time to get there. He didn't have a chance to, if he makes any one bad move there or gets a bad cross step or opens up the wrong way, that's a double easily, but one heck of a play out there by that young man. We've seen some great outfield play this year from the EPAC, actually.
Now at the plate is Jacob Miller, hitting .382 on the season, 21 RBIs. First one into him comes as a strike, and get the out there, but that moves Lohr over 90 feet away from scoring. Could score on another sacrifice fly. The 0-1 delivery here from Edwards on the way. That one hit on and fouled out to the dugout, the Appleman dugout.
A smart play by Lohr. Lohr, when it come off the bat, we all looked like a base hit to everyone. He could have easily, come way down the line and not been able to move up. When he seen Canby track and he got back to the bag as Canby dove, he knew he had plenty of, he could get there. And Canby still came up and made a good throw, made it close.
That one fouled off again.
And Tripp, you talked about that outfield play, and we talked about last game too, like Chase Herndon over at Spring Mills. Obviously, Kyle Lohr and Jordan Canby in this game are some great center fielders. So it's not just center field, though. We've seen some good plays from the corner guys, and overall, I think there's been some really good plays defensively, but the outfield has starred this year.
Yeah, Martinsburg has, generally has Sifford and Canby, and sometimes Wilt, sometimes Paulson. They might be a little younger or maybe sometimes a little inexperienced in right field, but Jefferson is just stacked with outfielders.
0-2 delivery from Edwards is outside for a ball. 1-2 now the count.
Yeah, Musselman the same way. They got two seniors out there in the corners, Lohr in the center. Just a great outfield out there, and a lot of the EPAC teams really have some good outfielders.
The 1-2 delivery on the way from Edwards. Swing and a miss, gets him there on the strikeout. Jacob Miller goes down with a strikeout. First strikeout of the night for Caleb Edwards.
That was a pitch Caleb didn't have. The last time against Musselman, he could not get that pitch to work for him. And tonight, his second time he's thrown it, it looked like. And the first time he kind of dunked it, but that time he used it to his advantage. Started on the middle of the plate, let it break away, and got Miller out on his front foot.
Jacob Myers up to bat. First one into him from Edwards is a strike. And he's coming in hitting .420. One home run, 25 RBIs, second on the team in RBIs.
It was a curveball to start him there, another curveball.
The 0-1 delivery, and he swings through that one. 0-2 now the count. Caleb Edwards getting in front of the hitter here.
Just like he got in front of Lohr with two fastballs, he got in front of Myers here with sort of a slider and then an off-speed curve. So we'll see if he comes hard this time or if he stays with.
The 0-2 delivery from Edwards. That is swung on and foul-tipped. Not into the mitt, though. So it's still 0-2 the count here. 2 outs. Runner on third and Lohr.
So he did the traditional soft away, hard in. He went soft away there with that second strike, and then he came hard in. Myers' hands are just quick enough to get a piece of it there to stay alive.
Edwards, the mound, calling timeout there is Myers.
That's what you want to do when it's 0-2. You don't let the pitcher to continue to pound the zone on you when you're down 0-2. Extend your at-bat as long as possible. You try to pick up anything you can pick up here and protect the plate.
0-2 delivery from Edwards. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts. That one ends the inning. We'll head to the top of the second inning with Martinsburg due up to bat. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 60 seconds.
Are you at risk for a heart attack or stroke? WVU Medicine would like to remind you it's important to recognize the signs and symptoms so you can seek medical attention fast. The acronym FAST stands for F, face drooping, A, arm weakness, S, speech difficulty, and T, time to call 911. If you are having a stroke, get medical attention right away. Immediate treatment may decrease the risk of disability and prevent death. This important message is brought to you by WVU Medicine.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Welcome back to Appleman Park here On the campus of Musselman High School, due up for Martinsburg is pitcher Caleb Edwards, Carson Buber, second baseman, and the center fielder Jordan Canby. Obviously the heart of the Martinsburg lineup. Two of the three guys have hit homers so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, Edwards, we seen him in the 9-hole the other night, but back to his spot in the lineup here, then he has Buber and Canby behind him with all that speed and hitting the baseball really well. So, we'll see how hard he runs here. Should he get the opportunity, we'll see how healthy he really is. And if he's been told to kind of take it easy on the bases or cruise and do what he needs to do to stay healthy for sectionals, or if he's 100%, he's legging it out,
That one hit on into right field. That one is an easy catch there again for Wolf.
Yeah, we could probably just put Rutherford, Berry, and Wolf out there. That's all they would need. Comes Buber to the plate.
Second baseman number 5, Carson Buber.
Buber got himself a double there, I believe, in that Hampshire game the last time. He had been hitting a little bit of a slump there. I guess you call it a slump, but just had 2 games where his offense just wasn't quite what we'd been accustomed to seeing. But he's having a great year. Another sophomore that's just doing an incredible job here at varsity baseball.
Yeah, and he plays a great second base, but he also is going to be their pitcher of the future.
Yeah, he's really doing it.
Yeah, 1-1 delivery on the way. That one hit out into deep left field. Going back on it is Miller. Miller camping under it. And another out. And that's 4 of the 5 outs so far.
Yeah.
Hard outs.
Yeah, but all in the air.
Yeah.
He's a fly ball pitcher, apparently.
Coming up to the plate now is the center fielder Jordan Canby. He's over there talking to Coach Byler about what to do on this approach.
Yeah, I'm not sure there exactly. I mean, it's 2 outs. Not too many trick plays you can do with 2 outs, nobody on. But apparently he's talking to him about something. Maybe he wants him to work on something going into sectionals. Maybe, drag bunt or something. But at the other side of that, you might not want to show that either if you're capable of doing that. So, interesting meeting there.
First one now to Buber. That one fouled off over the Bulldogs dugout.
Yeah, so Canby didn't do anything real special there. Just swung away, so not 100% sure. The meeting was 4.
Maybe he just didn't like how the previous batters had approached the at-bats. I don't know.
Yeah.
And maybe he's telling something he noticed to Jordan. In particular?
Yeah, I mean, he could have been giving him a tip or telling him something where Cohen might be tipping his pitches or something to that effect.
Yeah, and that one is high and inside, close to the shoulder area of Canby, so that'll bring the count to 2-1, a hitter's count here. 2-1 delivery from Rutherford. That one hits him.
Yeah, got him in the shoulder. Fastball. He's not going to show any pain. He's going to run it down there and throw the bat and not going to rub it. So he took it right on the back and right there in the shoulder area. And pretty tough to take usually you see guys wear curveballs, but it's tough to wear a fastball. But he wore it.
We talked to him post-game the other night, and he was very ecstatic and said coming into this game they were going to be ready to go following Friday night's loss. Now Lupus at the plate as Canby goes on the first pitch, and he is safe. I guess they didn't even.
Yeah, he didn't even make a tag. He caught the ball out in front of the bag. He was in there. Lots of speed there. You see Baden Hartman talking to him, but Canby got to jump and was going.
Michael Lupus at the plate. He fouls that one off. Now 0-2 the count. Lupus, a .257 hitter on the season, 12 RBIs and a home run. Hit that home run down at the Mingo Bay Classic.
Just Rutherford on the mound. That puts Hartman at shortstop. Hartman's got an incredible arm behind the plate. He slows the running down some.
0-2 delivery. Going outside for a ball.
It's a close pitch.
Yeah, the Musselman faithful thought he should have rung him out there.
They are certainly getting wound up.
1-2 delivery from Rutherford. That one in the dirt for a ball. Brings the count even at 2-2 here. 2 outs. Top 2. Canby on second for Martinsburg. After stealing first, after being hit by the pitch. The 2-2 delivery on the way. Fouled off again.
Lupus is fighting.
And here at Appleman Park, there is a lot of room between the lines and then the end of the field.
Huge amount of foul territory.
A lot of foul territory that can easily be moved to get a foul out. And if you're looking over there on the right, you can see, believe, Isaiah Morris getting ready for Martinsburg. That's what I was told was he was going to be next.
Canby's going.
Canby's going to third. No throw. He'll move over to third base. And another stolen base.
Back-to-back stolen base. You generally don't steal with 2 outs, especially third base. You generally don't steal third with 2 outs. But he's seen something that he could get a jump on. And
3-2 delivery on the way, and that one fouled off just outside of the third base bag.
And he made it to third. Canby took off that last pitch. Again, it's not the baseball Bible or the baseball handbook where you steal third because you're already in scoring position. But he can probably see the signs. Maybe he knew it was going to be an off-speed pitch, so it got a good jump, and he was going.
3-2 delivery from Rutherford. That is inside for a ball. He walks him down to first. So runners on first and third here. 2 outs. The designated hitter, Jacob Zittel, to the plate.
First and third. You want to see if Lupus is going to take off here and take the chance. And if they throw down and Lupus would be safe, I believe Canby would be gone on that pitch to score a run. So they would have to throw Lupus out to keep Canby from scoring.
Jacob Zittel at the plate. Swings through the first one for a strike. Zittel hitting 145 on the season, 12 RBIs. Had a rough go of it to start the season. Has hit a lot better lately, but hit some hard hit balls that are outs, but has better contact of late.
Going.
He's going. They're going to let him go.
No cover at all.
We saw this in the Jefferson game. Musselman wasn't really throwing out a lot of runners earlier in the season, and that allowed Jefferson to take bases pretty easily.
That one hit on the line to right field, and Wolf again makes another put out there, so another fly out to right field, and that'll end the top of the second inning. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. Due up for Musselman, Stevens, Wolf, and Boyles. We'll head to a 60-second break. On the other side of that break, we'll have the bottom of the second inning. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
This is Matt Miller, Area Director for Eastern Panhandle Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I'm excited to tell you registration is going on now for our multi-sport power camp coming to Spring Mills High School in the DuPont Soccer Complex June 7th, 8th, and 9th. Open to kids ages 9 to 12 or going into 3rd through 6th grade. We'll have football, basketball, soccer, and lacrosse for boys and basketball, soccer, and volleyball for girls. Cost is $60 through April or $75 in May. Teen and adult volunteers are also needed. Learn more and sign up at epwvfca.org.
To Appleman Park here on the campus of Musselman High School, and Caleb Edwards' night is done. We talked to you guys before the game, letting you know that it was going to be pitcher by committee tonight. Caleb Edwards goes 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts, no walks on 17 pitches, 14 of those for strikes, facing 4 batters. Now coming into pitch is Isaiah Morris, and I believe it'll be a straight swap there, put Edwards at first. And on the season, Isaiah Morris has pitched in 14 innings, 8 total games, started 1 game. He's faced 59 batters, 2-0, 4 hits allowed, 3 runs, 2 earned, 13 walks to 21 strikeouts. He's got an ERA of exactly 1. The call to the bullpen is brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? I ride with them, so you should too. So coming up to bat now is Dylan Stevens, hitting .306 on the season and 11 RBIs. Then Trenton Wolf, 344, 15 RBIs. Taryn Boyles, 312, 2 home runs and 19 RBIs. But Morris here getting the call after 1 inning. I believe the original plan was 2 innings, but that was a somewhat high-stress inning there for Edwards to begin the ball game.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'm a little bit surprised he's not back out there, honestly. I thought he might go a couple innings. In the pregame he said somewhere between 30 and 60. So
he only got to 17.
Yeah, so he only got to 17. So you got to wonder if he just feels good about where he's at. He told Coach, "Hey, I'm ready to go for sectionals," or if there's a little, the injury.
Well, if it was still injured, I don't think they would have put him down at first.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, so you wonder what's going on there if he's got, if he, I believe he's just, saying
he's good.
I'm good to go. So
yeah.
let's see some other guys.
But Isaiah Morris now here pitching for the Dogs, and Dylan Stevens at the plate. 1-2 count. The 1-2 delivery on the way. That one fouled off just past the third base bag.
I'm interested to see how this strategy works for Martinsburg. Obviously, all these guys are good pitchers, but will they all have their stuff? I mean, that's pretty rare, I think, to see.
Yeah, Morse has come in pretty quick here with a couple, fastball, a couple curveballs that were effective. So
1-2 delivery from Morris. That one fouled off right above the Bulldogs dugout. Everybody running to get out of the way there.
Yeah,
like Eric King moving fast over there.
Yeah, we've seen Buzzy Jackson and I believe Eric get knocked off the buckets the other night.
Yeah.
I don't see Buzzy down there tonight.
He's too busy.
Not sure he made the trip.
1-2 delivery on the way. That's fouled off again past the Bulldogs dugout. They're over.
And this is when we miss Avery Newport because now our camera's messed up again down there. I don't have anybody to run down there to get it except for me.
Where's Avery at?
Today, I think he's actually in Inwood.
Or just an intern in general would be nice.
Yeah, I think Avery's actually in Inwood tonight.
So if anybody's looking for an internship, we'll take you.
1-2 delivery from Morris. That one in there for a ball. 2-2 is the count now. Yes, if you're interested in internship, Spencer at WRNRTV.com. Send your emails that way. Hey, an intern would be nice.
Maybe you might get some other emails that you don't want.
2-2 delivery from Morris. That one fouled off again. As Dylan Stevens staying alive here. Quite a few fouls so far.
Yeah, Dylan's doing a really nice job. 2-strike count here. He had a couple strikeouts in that Martinsburg game. Pitched a whale of a game. He's actually player of the week or athlete of the week in the Martinsburg Journal this week. So it got some more accolades for that for that dominating win the other night on the mound.
2-2 delivery on the way, and that one looks like it hits Asanovich, and he is in pain.
Yeah, he is. He got him good.
Got him in the,
I believe he's
not the place that you want to be hit.
He might throw up. He's down on his hands and knees. He got it good.
That brings the count to full as Coach Byler and Coach Bartley over there.
Oh, he's going to lay flat on his back. And
I think that got him squarely in the place you don't want to be hit.
Yeah, he's in a lot of pain. And it looks like Sifford's going to come in and catch.
I think he's waving him off.
Now he's waving him back off. Told him to come in. Now he's sending him back. So
we got a break in the action here.
We got a big break in the action.
Well, he's starting to get up.
Asanovich is catching his breath. I think he definitely caught it in the midsection.
All right, well, we'll step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll hopefully resume play here. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're tuning in to West Virginia High School Baseball. Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back in 60.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday.
Like I said, he hasn't been himself since he's got a pulse over there.
Stop. All right, back in 10. Five, 3, 2. That one hit back up the middle for a seeing-eye single over the head of Edwards. Excuse me, not Edwards. The head of Morris. Here's we resume play. And a single there for Dylan Stevens.
Yeah, that right back through the box. Left-handed pitcher there. It was on his glove side. He just couldn't quite get the glove up there in time as it was hit right back by his right side and on the left side of second base there. So great piece of hitting for Dylan Stevens, especially after he got those 2 strikes on him. So that's the second time tonight Musselman was able to get a base hit after an 0-2 count, I believe. You have to wonder what Asanovich would have in that arm if Dylan wants to take off, because you know that getting struck in that area weakens everything.
Now up to the plate is Trenton Wolf. 0-1 now the count. And that one hit on into deep middle right center field, or left center field, excuse me. Caught there by Canby for the first out of the inning. Staying put is Stevens at first base. Welcome back here, as I mentioned. We're at Appleman Park. Spencer Dupuis, Trip Tobin, Nick Verzolini. Happy to have you with us, cameraman tonight. John Alderton back in the studio. Colin McLaughlin throwing a curveball there for you, Colin.
Taryn Boyle's the young man getting a DH. Rarely do you see a freshman DH, but he has certainly played deserving of that role and deserving of a starting role. And his bat has kept him in the lineup, whether it be DH, whether it be left field,
or freshman.
Yeah, wherever they can put him, because you want your best 9 bats on the field, and he is proven to be that.
Second one in there for a strike. 0-2 now the count. Taryn Boyle's hitting .312 on the year. 2 home runs, 19 RBIs for the freshman. Here with 1 out, 1 on.
I'm a little surprised he's DH, and his glove has been really good, too, for this team, whether they put him at third, left, or catcher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been doing a great job of that, across the board. He's one of the reasons why, Musselman has been successful here, because they do really well offensively, and he's a big part of that. They swing the bat well.
0-2 delivery from Morris. That one hit on the line right to Caleb Edwards, but he can't get it. The dribbler past Edwards' glove. So now 2 on, 1 out. Count that as a single, Trip?
Yeah. He was holding the runner on. He popped off, and as soon as he popped off, the ball was sharply hit right at the grass in front of him. If you know these baseball fields, right there where that cutout is, it has a little ridge right there, and it just jumped up. And he tried to do everything he could, even through his bare hand out. I think he got it. Dinged his throwing hand there a bit. He seen him kind of shaking it off, but certainly a hard hit line drive.
Coach
one
Cooper
hopper there
for Martinsburg, labeling that as a single. So
yeah,
2 on,
I'd agree
1
with
out.
that.
At the plate now is Austin Moberly, second baseman, hitting .300 on the year, 5 RBIs. That one in for a ball.
Really good to see Austin, in the lineup. He had contemplating at one time not playing baseball much longer, and it's just great to see him continue that. That
one hit, dribbled over to Morris. Morris only able to get to Edwards for the second out of the inning. Moves the 2 runners up here to second and third here with 2 outs.
I don't know if it was a dribbler because it hit him pretty hard. Now he's down on the ground, or now he's showing some pain. Now they're going to come out and look at him. So, Stevens went
pointing that he's good.
Right back up at the box. Now Moberly has grounded the ball right to him. He's going to take a warm-up pitch or so to see how he feels. I think it caught him in the shin. Those shin burners can be bruisey.
Yeah.
Can really bruise you.
That's the 3rd straight player on Martinsburg to get hit with a ball. Sanovich Edwards got a little piece of one, and then Morris. So,
and that's what you don't want to happen in this tonight's game. You don't want to suffer any injuries.
Now the pitcher is up to hit Cohen Rutherford, 259 on the year, 4 RBIs. So Morris deals and delivers. That one in there for a ball. 1-0 now the count here. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Threatening here is Musselman.
Base hit here would put him up 2-0 easily.
1-0 delivery from Morris. That one high and outside for a ball. 2-0 now the count. You never want to put the ninth man on with a walk.
You don't want to face Lohr with bases loaded. You'd rather just get it done here, even though first base is open. When you look at the averages, you certainly would want to try to go after Rutherford here.
2-0 delivery on the way. That's high and outside for a ball.
Yep, so since being dinged with that ground ball, he hasn't thrown a strike, so maybe it has affected him a bit.
Yeah, it appears to. And
he's throwing everything high at this point, so maybe it's the way he's landing. I'm not sure.
The 3-0 delivery on the way. That one in the zone for a strike. 3-1 now the count. And you wonder if him getting dinged will mean he's done after one inning and then they put in tricks.
Very possible.
Runners on second and third. 3-1 delivery, 2 outs. That one fouled off. Brings the count full. 3-2 now.
That would basically pull Wilt from the lineup, and then that would have the DH hitting for Triggs. If that were the case, I believe. And you'd see the Isaiah Morris right fielder.
I do believe that's what Coach Byler told me earlier when I asked him about how he would do that with Triggs not really playing the field.
He would just DH for him.
Yep. 3-2 delivery, 2 outs from Morris. That's swung on and missed. He gets out of the inning with a strikeout. Or do they not? They say it hit the ground. Umpire James Franklin says it hits the ground.
Yeah, so apparently it wasn't a caught third strike. He must have foul tipped it.
It must have hit the ground before he grabbed it.
Yeah. Hartman was coming down the line quickly when that happened, and they were pointing down, and we got confirmation, so we're going to see another 3-2 2-out pitch.
3-2. 2 outs. Pitch from Morris. That one will walk and put him on first and load the bases here with 2 outs and bring it to the top of the order.
Yeah.
With Lohr.
Lohr lefty on lefty here, so good matchup. And
he had a single his first time up. Came around, stole second, came around to third was before he was left on base.
Mm-hmm.
He's hitting around 410 on the season. Looking to bring his team-leading RBI mark up. First one in there, an emphatic strike.
Yeah, James will give you an emphatic strike every now and then. Sometimes he'll kind of just turn to his right and give you a strike, but every now and then he'll go to the left and really ring you up.
That one, another strike. So 0-2 the count here, 2 outs to the leadoff man, Kyle Lohr.
Same way as the bat started the last time, 0-2. He ended up with a single.
0-2 delivery from Morris. That one hits him.
RBI.
Hits him in the head.
You don't want to see this. I think it wrung his ear pretty bad. You want to stay down for a minute. He's trying to shake it off, but he's not. Yeah, he's really got a ring in his ear here.
That puts a runner in on the RBI on the hit by pitch. So Musselman now on top, 1-0.
Musselman's got to see if Lohr's okay, or if there's some kind of concussion protocol here. I think he just
shakes it off.
Kind of shakes it off there.
Morris goes up to him.
Morris coming up. 0-2 pitch certainly was nothing intended there.
Yeah.
No doubt, bases loaded. He was just trying to throw the ball in, get a fastball in on him, and it got away from him, caught him right in the ear hole. But certainly, nothing malicious there. And it cost Morris a run as well. And at 0-2, it frustrates the heck out of you as a coach because you got the batter where you want him, and then next thing you know, the run score. So you don't. It's just the worst thing that could happen is hitting the batter there.
Now Baden Hartman to the plate. He lined out to center field his first time up, hitting around 460 on the season. First one from Morris in there for a strike. 0-1 now the count. Obviously Morris coming in there, and it shows it wasn't intentional, and that he was obviously not happy that he hit him, because you could see him kind of moving around like he wanted to go up to him but was going to give him space and then go up to him.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing hitting a guy in the back or the backside or the leg or somebody. Hit him square in the head, and and he's down on the ground, and it's just nothing that anybody wants to see, whether it be your competition or your crosstown rivals or whoever it is. As a pitcher, you certainly like to get them out, but you don't mean no harm there. And even as you move up to the next level, and you get pitches that are intentional. When you unintentionally hit someone, you never go for the head. It's always the back.
1-1 delivery from Morris. That one catches the zone for a strike. 1-2 now the count here. 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Musselman already having a run in from a hit by pitch.
We're watching Lore out there. I believe he's no worse for the wear. It just says a lot about these helmets.
A 1-2 delivery on the way. That one in the dirt for a ball brings the count even at 2.
He certainly rung his bell, but he seems to be okay. And I think it was a lot of, real loud noise got in his ear there, and he's probably a little scared.
2-2 delivery on the way. That one hits the backstop and bounces right back to the dirt cutout there, and back to him. So they got lucky. Nobody able to score.
Musselman this year has in years past it was just brick back there. Whenever they go straight through back like that, they would kick all the way back out, and now they have that pad back there that kind of kills it. So they were kind of lucky there that it hit it hard enough to bring it back, because 3-2
delivery, everybody going, swinging in, missing, and he gets out of the inning on a strikeout. That'll end the bottom of the second inning, but not before Musselman's able to get one run across. We'll head to the top of the third inning when we return. You're tuning into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back at 60 seconds.
Hi, I'm Sally Hardy. I am asking you to re-elect John Hardy to the West Virginia House. John is my husband of 24 years and an amazing dad to our daughters. I am proud of this hardworking man who runs a successful business, gives back to the community, and is our valuable delegate. John Hardy is a man of values with a heart of service, and he cares about moving West Virginia forward. Re-elect my husband, John Hardy. Visit Delegate John Hardy on Facebook.
Paid for by candidate.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your four-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Welcome back to Appleman Park here on the campus of Musselman High School. Musselman on top 1-0 after the bases loaded. Hit by pitch brings in a run. We'll head to the top of the third inning. Due up for Martinsburg is Asanovich, Clement, and Sifford.
So we've seen some guys get hit by pitches, get hit by batted balls, hit by foul balls, and I guess each one of these coaches have to take their collective breaths when that happens, because they definitely want to go into the sectional as healthy as possible. So
first one into Asanovich is a ball outside 1-0. You do want to go in as healthy as possible, and it just seems like a lot of action here so far. 1-0 delivery on the way. That one's in there for a called strike.
Yeah, both of these teams getting after it, swinging the bat. Just so far, Cohen Rutherford has done what he needed to do to get outs, thrown to contact.
That one to the backstop. 2-1 now the count.
That was the one where you hit the mascot. Just cut it loose, right? Threw it over everybody.
2-1 delivery here from Rutherford. That one in the dirt for a ball. 3-1 now the count. A good hitters count here for Asanovich, who is hitting .242 on the season, but Second on the team with 22 RBIs, so he's hitting a good bat with runners in scoring position. And they moved him back to 9th place in the lineup. I asked Coach Byler, and now it's just not in my head with what he told me the reasoning for it was. I think it's just to maybe spread out the RBIs through the rest of the lineup. And that one hit on the line over to shortstop Hartman. Hartman will throw over to Myers at first for the first out of the inning.
That was a great play by Hartman, going to his right, going into the hole there, and then coming up and just making a strong throw. And you wish you had him at 2 or 3 different positions, because he does a great job catching for this team, but he also plays shortstop when Rutherford is not pitching. Just showing that arm strength off. He's probably got one of the best arms in the EPAC as far as arm strength and throwing it across the diamond.
Clement is up to the plate. He thought he got hit by that one, I think.
So I think Isanovich being in the 9-hole, what that does is once he gets on base, you can run for the catcher, so they can insert, one of them speed demons that Martinsburg has, and then you have speed at the top, speed at the bottom, speed at the top, and then it just continues down the line for them. So they're able to create chaos. If Isanovich gets on, they run for him with the Groves or one of those guys that run.
Spar.
If they can really run, and right behind him would come Clement, and then Sifford, and it's just offset of races from there.
2-0 pitch comes in for a strike now. Catches the plate. 2-1 here is the count. 1 out. Top 3. Musselman on top. 1-0 here. 2-1 delivery on the way from Rutherford. That catches the zone again for a strike, so evens the count here at 2-2.
Even if Rutherford can keep the Dogs off the board for this inning and maybe another inning, that's got to be a really big victory for him.
2-2 delivery. That one slapped foul.
To come in, as basically, probably 4, 5, 6 down in the rotation, and come in and be able to shut out the team that, is a sectional champion, the sectional number 1 seed, and a team that has, basically 19, 20 wins on the season against some very good programs, for him to come in and shut them down.
2-2 delivery from Rutherford. That one slapped right over to Hartman. He can't catch it, but he'll throw over to first for the out, and is able to get that, so count that as a ground out, 6-3. So back-to-back 6-3 ground outs.
The ball was laced out there, and very few people, especially on the left side of the field, are going to muff the ball and still throw out Hudson and Clement. And that, he just has incredible arm strength for a young, for a junior.
Now up to the plate is Landon Sifford. He flew out to right field his first time up in the first inning. First pitch into him is outside for a ball. 1-0 now the count.
It did help, too, though, that ball was hit hard and right at him. So he had plenty of time to make a play.
Yeah. 1-0 delivery from Rutherford on the way. That one is outside or down low for a ball.
When it left the bat, I thought it was going to, hit him chest high, but it had that top spin and it dropped, and he reached out and got him in the palm of the glove and rolled out. And as Nick said, lucky he got to him that quick, because once he started chasing it around, Hudson got those wheels going. It certainly became a foot race to the bag at that point.
2-0 pitch comes in for a strike. 2-1 now the count. And now 2-2 after a foul off behind the press box.
Lunsford's had some good at-bats, just can't really get a rally together early on. So you got to give credit to Rutherford early in this game.
2-2 delivery, 2 outs. That one in the dirt for a ball, as the catcher's got to go to the other batter's box to retrieve it.
Yeah, he's pitched to contact. He's thrown, a lot of fly outs. His outfield's played well behind him. Hartman's done well there at short, getting a couple guys out. So, that's all you can ask for out of the young man.
3-2 delivery, 2 outs. That one dribbled over to Stevens. Stevens over to Myers, completes the out, and another ground out. This one ends the top of the third inning. We'll head to the bottom of the third inning after this 60-second break. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10, back in 60.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Hi, it's Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 Spencer Dupuis. When I got into a car accident and needed to get another vehicle, I wanted to go somewhere I could trust. So I went to the Heffley Motor Company at 993 Hedgesville Road.
As a first-time car buyer, I really didn't know what to expect. But at Heffley, they treated me like family. Every step in the process was seamless. Not only did they give me a great deal, but they also helped me secure an amazing interest rate. Now I know firsthand why Heffley has such a great reputation in this community.
I ride with Heffley Motor Company, so you should too.
Back to Appleman Park. Got another call to the bullpen for the Bulldogs this time. Joe Paulson now replaces Isaiah Morris. Call to the bullpen is brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company. Located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? I ride with them, so you should too. Isaiah Morris's night is over on the mound. 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He had 35 pitches, 23 for strikes, facing 7 batters. And he hit 1 guy with a pitch. Coming in now is Joe Paulson. Joe Paulson on the season so far has pitched 14 innings in over 6 games, 4 starts, 2-2 on the season, 21 hits allowed, 15 runs, 7 earned, 9 walks to 14 strikeouts, and he has a 3.5 ERA. And that takes Logan Wilt out of the game.
And moves Morris out to right.
Moves Morris to right.
Wilt's gone, and
Edwards remains at first.
Yeah, as we go across the diamond, third to first is Lupus, Clement, Buber, Edwards, left to right in the outfield. Sifford, Canby, and Morris now with Hasanovich still behind the plate.
First pitch now in to Jacob Miller. That one high and inside for a ball. 1-0 now the count. The 1-0 delivery from Paulson. That one low for a ball. 2-0 now the count.
Good opportunity here for Joe Paulson to continue to build his confidence as he returns. Like we said, we don't really expect him to be more than a 1-inning guy down the stretch here for Martinsburg, but I guess it just kind of depends on how he's feeling and how he's able to work his way back with these relief appearances in the regular season.
3 straight balls to start his pitching appearance tonight. 3-0 delivery on the way. That one catches the zone for a strike, brings the count to 3-1.
Yeah, when he's missing the strike zone, there's something's not quite right. He throws a lot of strikes. His strike percentage is high when he's healthy, so we might not be able to see it out of his.
He walks him on 5 pitches.
You might not be able to see it out of his mechanics, but when his command's off, there's certainly something that's not quite right with him physically, because he throws a tremendous amount of strikes when healthy, and he works the curveball and the off-speed pitches, and gets outs, gets guys guessing. So if you see him not around the zone, it's probably still not 100%.
Tries to throw over there, but back in time is Miller.
I'm leaning a little bit. Miller kind of twitched and but didn't have much of a lead.
First pitch coming in here to Myers, who struck out his last time up. And they're going to throw back over again, but coming back in safely is Miller. Getting into Paulson's head early here.
Paulson does a great job holding runners, so it doesn't surprise me that he's throwing over, keeping an eye on them. And that's what, as a catcher, you love that, because you don't want the guys. There's that big curveball that
comes
he
in
threw
for a
strike. Kind of pitching Myers backwards there. That was a really good pitch from Paulson.
0-1 now the count. Runner on first and Miller. Paulson now to pitch for the Bulldogs. Going is Miller, and strike swinging there, and they're going to get him. Caught stealing as Hasanovich throws him out. Great throw by Hasanovich.
Yeah, despite it being a bouncer to Hudson Clement, it was right on line and really perfect positioning on both sides. Not just a good throw, but Hudson Clement to get in that position and be right there to make the quick tag and get the out for the Dogs.
Also, that one came in as a strike, so now 0-2 is the count here. Already with one out, the 0-2 delivery on the way. That one inside for a ball, moves him off the plate a bit.
Yeah, Miller didn't have a great lead, but he had a pretty good jump, and he runs really well. And like you say, that just a one hop right dead on the bag. Perfect throw by Asanovich.
1-2 delivery on the way, swinging and missing for the strikeout is Myers.
I don't know what was said from the dugout, but whatever it was after that, Clement certainly pointed over there and give him a piece of his mind a bit.
And Coach Byler coming out
to check on Paulson, maybe his health, or maybe just to settle his team down after there were some comments there. And I think it's more of getting, I think after that play, I mean, I don't know if you could see it on camera, but they were kind of pointing over to the dugout, and there was maybe a little bit of jawing going on. And I think if Coach Byler is, as a manager, as a head coach, has to go out and say, you know what, let's not make this game bigger. Let's not get caught up in the moment here. Let's play our game. Let's do our thing. And you see Clement going back, walking pretty quick with his back turned. So I think it wasn't quite. I would guess, maybe we can find out later. But when he came out there, I'm not sure it had anything to do with Paulson. I think it was more of hey guys, let's not get caught up in this. Let's not get caught up in some of this jaw and action that's going on.
First pitch into the hitter Stevens is a strike, and Musselman faithful not happy about that one.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if he called it a strike. I don't think Stevens went around. So did he call it on the swing or on the pitch? So anyway,
some Martinsburg basketball players here tonight. That one hits him, sends Stevens to first base.
So you've seen you hear a lot of talking from everyone here. So for everyone who thought this game was going to mean nothing and there was going to be no excitement, there's a lot of noise from the crowd. The teams are wound up, and it's just a typical EPAC game as far as I'm concerned from what I can hear.
Now to the plate, Trenton Wolf. He flew out to center field his last time up. First one in for a ball. 1-0 now the count.
And the pitch that hit Stevens was a curveball, and not a whole lot he could do as he tried to get under, but it just dove on him and caught him in the backside as he just couldn't get out of the way of it.
Paulson checks this runner. He comes back in time as Stevens.
And this could be a good, this is a good thing for Paulson to get out there and get some live at bats, because it's been so long since he's been out there for multiple innings, and you don't see anybody warming up, so maybe he's getting the 2 innings.
That one hit up the middle, just past Paulson, but gotten by Buber. Buber trying to throw over to Edwards, and he pulls him off the bag going to third now, trying to get Lupus, and they'll get him out at third to end the bottom of the third inning. We'll head to the fourth inning after this 60-second break. You're tuning in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back at 60.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Appleman Field here as we get you set for the top of the fourth inning. Musselman on top 1-0 after the bases were loaded there in the bottom of the second inning as a hit by pitch brings in the run there, and now We're here in the top of the fourth inning. Due up for Martinsburg, Isaiah Morris, Caleb Edwards, Carson Buber. In the middle part of the order here.
Yeah, finish off that last inning. That ball was hit up the middle, and Buber came across, made a wide throw, made Edwards, he kind of dove for it, kind of keep his foot on the bag. Once he hit the ground flat, that's when Dylan Stevens took off for third, and Edwards jumped up and threw a strike to Lupus for the out as he tried to advance there at third, made the third out at third base.
Morris fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 delivery on the way. That one fouled off right over our heads.
Here it comes back down. Is it going to make it out? No.
It's going to get stuck down there. How do they get balls from there?
Take a piece of 2x4 or a stick and push up there and push it out.
0-2 delivery comes in the dirt for a ball. 1-2 now the count.
You can watch the other kids take balls and throw up there and try to hit it and shoot it out of there. Rutherford's been on top of a good many of the hitters as well. I mean, he gets them.
About to throw his 50th pitch.
Not as many, called strikes as say the Martinsburg pitchers have gotten, but he's gotten a lot of foul balls, a lot of fouled back, and he's gotten on top of these hitters.
1-2 delivery to Morris. That one in the dirt again brings the count even at 2-2.
Martinsburg's got to be getting frustrated here in the fourth inning. Still haven't been able to put anything together against Rutherford.
That one fouled off again. 2-2 now the count. Morris is making Rutherford work in this at-bat. 2-2 delivery from Rutherford. That swung on and missed and gets Morris on the strikeout. One out now. Top of the fourth inning. Due up to bat is Caleb Edwards. Flew out to right field his first time up.
If Musselman can continue to blank Martinsburg with Rutherford on the mound, again, it just has to give Musselman a lot of confidence that they can beat this Martinsburg team. I believe they already knew they could, with their ace on the mound, but now they're, standing with them toe-to-toe, as they move down in their rotation to Rutherford. So,
and you mentioned earlier in the ball game, when you look at the stats on the season, I believe coming in it was only 14 innings pitched. Yeah, 14 and 2/3 innings had Rutherford pitched, and if you look at the numbers, that puts him, I believe, if you're looking at starters, in the 4th, 5th position there, and you don't always get to that 4th, 5th position, so he doesn't always get the chance to pitch.
No, and he rarely would you pitch him against an EPAC team. So, the EPAC teams rarely see the other teams, this kind of depth. They usually see their 1-2s, as they play each other because it means so much in the standings and the seedings.
2-1 delivery from Rutherford. That catches the zone for a strike, brings the count to 2-2. It's like Edwards shook his head there. Didn't think it was a strike.
You can see the frustration setting in, and rightfully so. The Martinsburg probably thought when they seen Rutherford on the starting lineup that they were going to be able to, put some base hits together and have a good offensive night, and he has done a great job.
That one rings him up. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Rutherford. And Caleb Edwards is not happy. He said it was he's pushing his hands too low.
Yeah, he says, I think it was low, but, from up here we're a little bit more elevated here and we're farther back than say at P.O. Faulkner or some of the other fields because of, like you said, the depth of the foul territory, but we can't tell the elevation there, especially the low elevation.
Buber swings right through that one.
It's like Rutherford's cruising now. He's really doing well. I mean, 2 strikeouts, got his kind of went sidearm there a little bit, maybe dropped to 3/4, changed his arm angle just a little bit.
1-1 now the count here, 2 outs.
Pretty good crowd on hand for a game that everybody said, doesn't mean a whole lot.
That one hit up in the air and fouls. It's out of play. Over to past the Bulldogs dugout.
More than likely, most of these young men's last regular season game. And I say that regular season, they're certainly both going to play home games And 3 strikeouts.
Strike him out. 3 up, 3 down, all in the strikes out as he strikes out the side. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. After this 60-second break, you're tuned in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Boyles, Moberly, Rutherford due up when we come back.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Appleman Park here on the campus of Musselman High School. Musselman on top of Martinsburg, 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Boyles, Moberly, Rutherford due up for the Appleman here.
If Musselman can push across the runner, so here it would certainly, continue to decline the morale over in the Martinsburg dugout. As I said, when you have Morris, Edwards, and Buber all go down on strikes, the whole right side of your field, that just has to be certainly a morale killer. Coach Bowler said before the game, we want to get a win here, come in and play well, and and get a morale boost.
And they go down to get the first base umpire's opinion, and he says he went.
Yeah, they
0-1 now the count.
Boyd to give the appeal to Boyd, and Boyd give him strike.
Second one, a strike, 0-2 as Paulson gets ahead here, and Paulson back out here for a second inning. DJ Triggs warming up there in the Martinsburg bullpen, and likely you want Paulson to go 2 innings here because you planned. And that one, dribbler, and it's going to go stay fair, and it's going to be a single. You got to pursue the ball there, Tripp.
Yeah, the ball looked like it was going to come off the plate and head towards Paulson, and then it just kind of had some backspin and went back towards the line, and at that point it just become a perfect placement of what would be a bunt. But he actually was a swinging bunt that had a lot of spin, so Taryn Boyles got the little baseball luck there. The last time he hit the ball hard and got one with a base hit, and this time he hits it softly.
That one from Paulson is outside for a ball.
Moberly squaring the bunt, maybe trying to move him over, thinking it's, right at the moment we have a tight game, so I think it's the right call, to move him over. Taryn probably not the fleetest of foot to steal the base.
Throw back over as Paulson and check the runner as he likes to do that.
And we've already seen Asanovich throw out one of their speediest runners, Jacob Miller, so, if you're not going to, I'm not sure that, I'm pretty sure that Boyles doesn't have that kind of foot speed. So I doubt you'll see a straight steal here.
1-0 delivery, and that one same place as last time, 2-0 now the count.
And Paulson's got to throw to contact here. He just got to throw to the bat and take the out. You can't go down 2-0 and 3-0 here on a guy who's trying to give you an out, even though he is trying to move a runner over.
Two delivery from Paulson. That's bunted up in the air to Paulson for the first out of the inning.
And it would have been a 3-0 count because it was up. So Moberly made a big mistake there by not pulling back. So, he could have been a 3-0 count, taken a pitch, possibly got a walk, and not had to give himself up, but he took the high pitch and bunted it straight up in the air to the pitcher.
Now up to bat is the pitcher, Cohen Rutherford. That one fouled off.
He went right over into the dugout there and off the net. Trevor Bohr made the play. So their guys are into it. Both dugouts chattering a bit.
0-1 delivery was coming, but throwing over to check Boyles. At first is Paulson. The 0-1 delivery from Paulson. That's in the zone for a strike. 0-2 now the count here. 1 out, bottom 4. Musselman on top 1-0 here. Boyles on first after a bunt single. That didn't go foul. The Bulldogs were expecting it to go foul. And a check swing there. Brings him up. A strikeout there swinging.
Yeah, it was a swinging bunt single by Boyles, but that right there was just a check swing strike 3 there by Rutherford. Top of the order coming up.
Number 14, Kyle Lohr.
Seen Kyle Lohr already find his way on base a few times, and coming off of, I think, a 3 or 4 hit game the other night, so definitely swinging a good bat for this Musselman team.
Yeah, and that's what makes the Moberly, bunting up in the air a big play, because if Moberly punts the ball on the ground, Paulson goes to first, moves Boyles, then here we are in a 2-out runner in scoring position situation as opposed to a 2-out man on first situation. He'd have to get the ball away in the corner to score him from here.
Lohr fouls that one off. Now 0-2 the count.
Hot bat on deck as well.
Hartman hit 463 on the season. 2 outs here. Paulson's just focused on getting Lohr out. 1 man on, and that one hit straight up. Asanovich looking for it, and Asanovich will make the catch in foul territory to end the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning when we return. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back in 60.
Hello. We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's going to take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're going to need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome back to Appleman Park here. Musselman on top 1-0. We're headed to the top of the 5th inning. Canby, Lupus, Zittel due up for the Bulldogs.
Canby got on the last time and quickly stole second base. So if he gets on, via walk or single or whatever, it can be a double pretty quick for him, as he has shown he stole second and third. So it's a big at bat here for Rutherford to try to keep Canby off the bases, and certainly Martinsburg looking to get Canby on the bases and get him around.
62nd pitch of the night for Rutherford is a ball outside to start the top of the 5th inning. Swinging and getting a tip on that one is Canby. Making the count at 1-1.
Can be one of the Bulldogs with that home run on the year. Lots of guys in that dugout who have home run power, and has hit. I've seen them hit multiple in practice in different times, but this particular year the ball hasn't been seen to flying out as much.
1-1 delivery there, catches the corner of the strike zone for a strike. 1-2 now the count.
And out of eligible players, can be second on the team in on-base percentage behind Hudson Clement, who's obviously batting over 400. Canby has a 483 on base, so he does a lot of good things in this lineup. He's moved a lot around the lineup, but they seem to like him in this 5-6 hole as of late.
2-2 delivery from Rutherford. That one bounces to the backstop, brings the count full at 3-2.
I think moving up in the lineup, he's a great 9-hitter. because he can stay in there and run with those guys up top. But now that Asanovich is down there, and you can have a pinch runner, a courtesy runner for him, it makes sense to move Canby up as he's hot.
That one to the backstop, but doesn't matter because it's a walk there on 6 pitches. So
we'll see if Canby
will reach again.
See if Canby's off and running here, if we're going to sacrifice Lupus.
I mean, you are down 1-0 here. Just one run, the difference in this ball game right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Lupus comes to the plate, walking back from talking to head coach Aaron Byler, who's on third base.
And you mentioned potential for stolen base. I think he already has one today, so he's 11 of 13 on the year.
He stole second and
third.
third.
So he's 12 of 14 now. Hudson is 37 of 37, but those two guys obviously lead the team. And as a team, Martinsburg steals bases pretty well, 89 stolen bases on the year.
He is going, and it's going to be a close one, but it bounces. So he's safe, so make that 3 of 3 today, and 15 of what?
That would be, 15 of 17.
There you go, 15 of 17. Now as a runner on second is Lupus here, 1-1 count. As Barry and Rutherford will talk things over.
15, excuse me.
Yeah.
15
getting numbers caught there.
13 of 15.
I'm not a math guy, Nick. You know that.
It's all good. That's why you're in sports journalism.
So now's another opportunity. I mean, if you're going to bunt here, you could bunt down the third baseline and possibly get a base hit because Stevens would have to stay back. That would cause Rutherford to come off the mound and make the long throw, as he came across and then reset his feet and go back. So, that could be a possibility, or also just let these next 3 guys swing away and try to get a base hit and drive this runner in.
1-1 delivery to Lupus is in the dirt for a ball. 2-1 now to count as Canby there watching what was happening and very in the zone on where the ball was as it potentially went past the glove of Rutherford on the throwback, but it didn't, so he sticks at second. And Lupus hits that one in to foul right field territory. Going over is Wolf. Wolf, though, going to stop at the wall because that one is out of play.
Wolf showing that speed out there. Point guard for the basketball team that went to state this year, and once he got the beat on that baseball, he got after it.
Different to see Wolf and right. We normally have seen him at second.
Yeah.
2-2 delivery to Lupus. That one dribbled up right near the pitcher. He'll have to throw over to first, and he does so, but that moves Jordan Canby to third base here with just 1 out in the top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, no, I mean, certainly he had 3 swings at it to get a base hit, but he still ends up with a productive at bat. Didn't get the contact that he'd like, but was able to get the ball in play after getting 2 strikes. One fouled it off and fouled off a couple, and then got the ball in play there, moved him over. Now even a pass ball, Rutherford, who's had a few wild pitches tonight, is going to have to stay around the zone and try not to get too fancy here. Stay with something that Barry can handle.
Jake Zittel now at the plate. 12 RBIs on the season, looking for number 13 right here. 1-0 count. The 1-0 delivery on the way. Checking his swing is Zittel, but to call that a strike.
Yeah, I believe he went around with that. No argument there from anyone. Big inning here for Rutherford.
1-1 delivery on the way. That one swung straight through for us.
Big curveball there. Zittel swung right through it as Bohr warms up in the bullpen for Musselman. Should Martinsburg extend this inning, I guess. We would see Bohr close out this inning.
76th pitch on the way from Rutherford. And that one hit out into right field. Going over to it is Wolf. Wolf will make the catch, but coming in to score on the sacrifice fly is Jordan Canby, and we're all tied up here at Musselman Ballpark here as they do a celebration over there.
They put a sombrero.
Yeah, DJ Triggs had that on, and I looked over between innings, and he took it off, and that's when I knew he was going down to warm up in the bullpen.
Well, he came in, he got the sombrero on, he got a warm welcome there, didn't he?
Yeah, it's like he hit a walk-off.
Hey.
Martinsburg has a pulse now, and their offense is coming together.
Yeah, they're swinging the bat, but Rutherford has done a tremendous job to get into the 5th, with minimal damage here and give his team an excellent chance to win.
Sonovich fouls off the first pitch, now calls time, and he walks over to third base to talk to Coach Byler. telling him what they want to do here with 2 outs.
Yeah, the approach is certainly to not, come unglued on those curveballs. Try to take them back up the middle or to the right side. So stay back, let him get deeper. As he got out on his front foot on that curveball, it's been a very effective pitch for Rutherford.
0-1 delivery on the way. That catches the zone on the inside corner for strike 0-2. Now the count 2 outs. Tie ball game here, 1-1.
Stanovich not really happy, and Stanovich would know because he's the catcher on the other side.
0-2 delivery on the way, swinging through that and ending the inning here with a strikeout is Stanovich. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. The ball game tied at 1. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back at 60.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Welcome back here to Appleman Ballpark here. Tie ball game at 1-1 here, or tied ball game, at 1-all. Head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Due up for the Appleman is 2nd, 3rd, and 4th batter, Hartman, Miller, and Myers.
Rutherford coming out of that 5th inning, despite giving up that 1 run, still throwing a no-hitter at this point. None of the Martinsburg batters have reached by anything other than walk. Musselman's playing airless baseball, and
Paulson remains on the mound for Martinsburg. DJ Trigg still warming in the bullpen, assuming if they get to a situation where Paulson's maybe gassed there with a couple runners on, they'll put Triggs in the game. But so right now, Paulson going in here to start his 3rd inning on the mound. At the plate, Hartman, he lined out to center field and struck out both times he's been up today.
How many pitches is Paulson at? Rutherford sitting on 79.
Paulson's at 26 right there.
Paulson's at 26.
That one hit on a line to left field. It'll drop in for a base hit for Hartman, and we know Hartman's got the ability to drop in hits, hitting .463 on the season.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there by Hartman. He struck out there earlier in the game, and that time he set on a fastball and just drove it down into the left field corner. But great play out there by Sifford, talking about that outfield play with the speed of Hartman to keep him at a single, because Sifford got to that ball really quick, took a great angle, and got that ball in before Hartman could think about taking second.
Jacob Miller at the plate now with Hartman on first. First one in from Paulson is a strike. Bring the count to 0-1.
You got to see if Hartman's going to take off. Stanovich took out one of their runners earlier in the game with the Miller, but he's getting a good jump.
That one fouled off.
Well, what's interesting is that Paulson's still working here and really kind of trying to stretch him out, and maybe he will be able to start a game for Martinsburg at some point in the playoffs.
Yeah. Or at least come in if you need somebody in a long relief appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah, should one of the guys short starter have a problem, early, you could get him out and save him for the next day. And you'd have let's say Edwards or someone would come in and start slow and not have his stuff. You could quickly go to Paulson and still have Edwards later in the week easily, as opposed to losing him even on a night that he didn't have his best stuff.
Throws over there, but the 0-2 the count. No, Trigg's still warming up.
Wow.
That one goes between Clement and Lupus, so 2 on now. No outs after back-to-back singles.
Lucas was up still with the 0-2 count, still up a bit, and the pitch was outside actually, and Miller rolled over on it, but it just bounced through the hole there.
Myers now at the plate. He struck out both times today, but hitting .420 on the season with a homer and 25 RBIs, which has him at second on the team. First one swings right through that, so 0-1 now the count.
He took a hack at that one, trying to change the game with one swing.
That would dramatically change the game here. 2 on, no out. Bottom 5. That one swung on, fouled off, out of play, past the Bulldogs dugout.
Unlike Peel, Faulkner, or even Hedgesville's field that's more conducive to the long ball, Musselman keeps the ball in the park. With the depth of this field and all this foul territory, it's probably one of the biggest parks inside the fences and the depth of the park that there is in the EPAC.
That one outside for a ball, 1-2 now.
I mean, we saw Griffin Horwitz have that home run here
way
back earlier in the year, but it's probably pretty rare. And that was at the time you said like a very rare home run.
Yeah, especially early in the season when the ball's cold and air is kind of cold. But Horowitz is a pretty unique specimen when it comes to hitting the baseball. He got into that one, but you don't see a tremendous amount of home runs up here. Rarely would you see the EPAC leader come out of Musselman, although it has happened. But this park just seems to hold the baseball.
1-2 the count here. No outs, runners on first and second. That one hit on a drops past into the outfield. Coming around to score is Hartman. The throw is not in time. So Musselman takes the 2-1 lead here. Bottom of the 5th inning. After a RBI single from Jason Myers.
It was a great throw. I mean, it was a great piece of hitting by Myers and got out there. Once again, Sifford played it on the hop, had the momentum coming forward. Hartman with tremendous amount of speed come around and evaded the tag by going head first and going to the back of the plate there. So to definitely ensure that he was going to be safe. Just a great piece of running there by him, great piece of hitting, and Sifford did all he could do by throwing her on the line to the plate there.
And I think Coach Byler motioning in for Triggs. This may be last batter for Paulson. That one in there for a strike here.
Team Musselman now with 3 straight hits now?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're just a single. Causes runs.
0-1 delivery from Paulson. That one is in the dirt for a ball, 1-1.
And Miller's was a kind of a C&I hit that got through the 6th hole, but those other two, the Myers and Hartman's, were hit hard.
1-1 delivery on the way. That one popped in just out of the infield. Coming in there is Morris, and Morris makes the catch. Retire Stevens.
Still impressed with Morris out there and right. Not your typical right fielder by any means. You know,
he does play
with his body type, but he really plays well and gets a beat on the baseball, makes plays. He didn't make a sliding play the other day, showing athleticism, and he doesn't ever seem to lose the baseball out there. He just really does a good job, gets a good jump on those balls, and is playing that position well, though it's not his typical position.
Trenton Wolf now at the plate. That one comes in from Paulson as a ball.
Wolf's 0 for on the day.
39th pitch coming up for Paulson. That one just outside of the zone for a ball, brings the count 2-0. And I wouldn't expect maybe more than 50 pitches for Paulson.
Yeah.
2-0 delivery on the way. That one is in the zone for a strike looking.
I think Martinsburg really would like to see him get in a groove and find all of his pitches and, pound that strike zone. At the moment, not quite happening. He's not going to be tremendously happy with this outing, but he is getting some opportunity to get out there and throw. The expectation that he would come out there and be perfect, with just a few outings, short stints, would certainly be facetious. But he's working out the kinks here. I think it's a good thing for him to be out
3-1
there.
3-1 delivery from Paulson finds the zone to bring the count full at 3-2.
I mean, the game doesn't really mean much except for having the win, obviously, and you want to do that, but in terms of standings and stuff, it doesn't matter, so you might as well give Joe Paulson a chance to work with some.
And he strikes him out on the 3-2 pitch. That one strikes him out looking here, 2 outs now. Bottom 5.
Yeah, he found the corner there. Just a perfect pitch in that situation, so hats off to him for getting it done. But, I think Martinsburg has to get a rally going here, and, offensively, if they continue to get no hit, the object of coming in here, winning a game, and building some morale is going to be, it's going to be the opposite of what happens.
Boyle's now at the plate. He's singled both times up tonight. That one comes in for a strike from Paulson, his 45th pitch of the evening.
EPAC baseball. Always close, it seems like.
0-1 delivery on the way. That one in the other batter's box. Is Asanovich able to keep that one in front of him? 1-1 now the count.
You look at these teams' records across the EPAC, and you look at them, when they go down to play Greenbrier, or they go to Charleston, or they go to Bridgeport, Morgantown, those tournaments, things like that, and see how well they do across the state. Then you have an understanding of how well these teams are, how much talent is in this area.
1-1 pitch looked nearly identical to the last one, as Asanovich able to keep it in front of him. 2-1 now the count here. 2 outs. Bottom 5, Musselman on top 2-1 after they scored a run here on an RBI single from Jason Myers. Going in for a ball, 3-1.
And not just the talent in the state, but, even when they went to Myrtle Beach, had a lot of success from the EPAC team. So.
Yeah, I went down there and got 2 teams in the semifinals of the A bracket, and a couple of other teams, made some noise. So just a tremendous group, of hotbed of talent in this area.
3-1 delivery on the way outside, and that walks him to load the bases here with 2 outs, and that looks like it will end the night for Joe Paulson.
Yeah, I don't think Joe's completely back yet. Unfortunately, didn't have the night that he wanted, and like I said, he might not be able to tell through his mechanics, but when he's not finding the strike zone, then he is he's not well.
All right, well, that is a call to the bullpen. We'll take a 60-second break, and we'll come back, get you started with the next pitcher. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR, TV 10, back in 60.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back to Appleman Park here. We've got a call to the bullpen. Those brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? I ride with them, so you should too. Joe Paulson's done. I was combining people that weren't even in the game. Joe Paulson's night has done 2 2/3, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. 49 pitches, 31 of those for strikes, facing 14 batters. Now coming into the ballgame is DJ Triggs, number 9, the senior, 34 2/3 innings. Played in 7 games, started 6, is 4-1 on the season, 31 hits allowed, 24 runs, 12 earned, 24 walks, 32 strikeouts, has a 2.42 ERA.
Yeah, good opportunity for DJ to show Coach Bauer he can count on him should he need him, in sectionals to come in and close some innings out. Bases loaded, 2 outs here, a big situation, a 1-run ball game. A base hit or 2 here could blow the game open. But if he can come in and get this first guy out here and keep Musselman off the scoreboard, it certainly will give him some confidence moving forward.
Some updates from around the EPAC. Jefferson on top of Smithsburg out of Pennsylvania, 3-2. In the middle of the 5th inning.
Smithsburg, Maryland, I believe.
Or Maryland, you're
Yeah.
right. Pennsylvania, Maryland, close enough.
Close enough, yeah. Martinsburg was out of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's what it is. Triggs into pitch now. First pitch to Austin Moberly. It's outside for a ball. 1-0 now the count here. 2 outs. Bases loaded.
Yeah, should he walk this guy, the wheels could fall off, with the, if DJ gets frustrated, he just found the strike zone here, and he'll get one there.
1-1 now the count.
It's important for Martinsburg here for him to do well, and get some confidence.
That one up to Boober. Boober now will throw over to Caleb Edwards to record the out and end the bottom of the 5th inning. Just 1 run for the Applemen as there was bases loaded situation there. With Applemen on top 2-1. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning after this 60-second break. You're tuning in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back at 60.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Finding the right home can be a tough decision, but finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
Welcome back to Appleman Park here. We've got a new pitcher for the Applemen, and it's somebody that knows these Bulldogs all too well. Dylan Stevens had a great ball game starting the other night on Friday night with Musselman getting the big win over Martinsburg at Martinsburg, but he'll come in to relief here of Cohen Rutherford, who had no-hit the Dogs through 5 innings. 1 run allowed on that hit by pitch that moved Canby, and he came around to score that one, earned 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 79 pitches, 47 for strikes, facing 18 batters.
Yeah, if Dylan can get 6 outs here without giving up a hit, then they could do a combined no-hitter. That's just really going to be a big uplift for Musselman. Martinsburg has to get something going here. If they can get something going against Stevens, then that would kind of prove to themselves, or at least give them some confidence, knowing that should they face Stevens in the sectional, they could get to him. So a little bit of gamemanship here. I'm not sure if this is probably not a win-win situation for Stevens. The only way he can win here is if he gets very dominant, which 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, as Hudson Clement pops that one up to Lohr in center field, so we'll reset the defense for you. Left is Trenton Wolf. He moves from right. Lohr still in center. Trevor Bohr comes into the game in right field. Miller moves from left field to third base. And then Hartman still at short, Moberly still at second, and Myers still at first. Barry still behind the plate, and Dylan Stevens now in. 1 pitch, 1 out. Sifford at the plate now.
Yeah, if Dylan can come in and really dominate, that can be a win-win for him. But, should he labor or struggle any at all, it wouldn't make too much sense. But the way that he handled the Dogs a week or so ago, and in the way that Coach Hartman said we're playing for pride here, they basically went with a 6-out closer the way I see it.
1-1 delivery on the way to Sifford. That one in the zone for a strike. 1-2 now the count.
You have to wonder if the game was still tied 1-1 if they didn't get that run that last inning. If they would have stayed with Rutherford and just maybe just used him in a closing role possibly.
That one to the backstop brings the count even at 2-2.
But it's a big game. I mean, you can see a little bit of of emotion out of both teams and out of the fans, and it's I believe we're going to see these two teams face off. in round 2 of the section. It's very possible. So
2-2 delivery from Stevens. That one skied in the air by Sifford, going back onto his lure, camping under it, and he makes the catch. Now 2 outs here, top of the 6th inning.
4 outs away from no-hitting the Dogs. And the Bulldogs really need to get something going real quick, they need to get the win. At this point would be the only whirl lift, some type of a rally. But at this point, they're just getting beat down here at the plate.
I went in there to Morris. Isaiah Morris now at the plate. Struck out his last time out. 0-1 delivery. That one inside for a ball.
Almost got him. Just got to tip your cap to Rowan Coe and Rutherford for his outing. I mean, who expected him to come in for 5 innings and keep the Bulldogs hitless? Is just
coming in.
Phenomenal outing for him. It probably is more than likely his best ever.
Probably his best ever. Came in with a 5.73 ERA, but only had pitched 14.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't take one bad inning can do that.
Yeah, and Isaiah Morris swings straight through that one now.
Dropped third strike.
Or dropped third strike, so he'll get it.
He must have tipped it there. He went through the glove, and he tipped it, hit the glove of Barry, and popped out, or that would have been the end of that inning.
Didn't even hear the tip, though. But 1-2 delivery. That one hit on a sharply over there to Hartman. He'll get the out, and that will head it to the bottom of the 6th inning with Musselman on top 2-1. It's Juneau West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's a gateway to spring adventure. Start your adventures with Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 0.9% APR on a 2022 Honda HR-V and a 1.9% APR on a 2022 Civic or Accord. New vehicles are arriving daily at a local Honda dealer.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI 2021 ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
I'm Jason Barrett. I'm running for state senate because I believe it's time to build an even better West Virginia. That starts with a less burdensome tax policy, reliable internet service, a strong education system, and a robust tourism industry. I believe this building starts right here in Jefferson and Berkeley counties. I ask for your support and your vote in the May 10th Republican primary.
Paid for by Friends of Jason Barrett.
Welcome back to Appleman Park here with Musselman on top. 2-1 headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. And due up for the Appleman is it going to be the pitcher spot, which I'm assuming is going to be Bohr.
It's like Bohr, yep. Bohr and Lohr. 9-1-2 coming up.
With Musselman on top 2-1 here, and just needing this point, need to get through this inning, and then need 3 more outs, and they'll get the victory and sweep Martinsburg on the season.
Yeah.
DJ Triggs still on the mound for the Dogs. Potentially could have seen Jake Zittle tonight, but doesn't look like that'll happen because he's not even warming.
Pretty quiet night all across the board. It's not been too much action other than a couple base hits strung together by Musselman a couple times. Other than that, it's been it's been a pitcher's duel for the most part. Martinsburg using multiple pitchers. Rutherford no-hitting the Bulldogs, and then Triggs coming in and getting Paulson out of trouble.
Trevor Bohr on the season, hitting 200, 3 RBIs in 45 at-bats. He swings through that one now, 1-2 the count.
Swung an outside pitch there, yeah. Must have really liked it. It's big if he gets on as the leadoff because there's a lot of hot hitters behind him there. And
that one outside brings the count even at 2-2.
Triggs certainly can't give up no free bases this inning. He keep his keep his team within a run, striking distance as the 4, 5, 6 guys come to the plate.
2-2 delivery from Triggs. Bohr fouls that one off.
Things have calmed down a little bit on both sides as both teams are kind of waiting for the next big thing to happen, it seems like. Some type of excitement, but to this point it's just been kind of a pop out and a fly out. Nobody on base for the last, inning or so.
2-2 delivery from Triggs again to Bohr. That one fouled off now to the left side behind the Musselman faithful. Can't speak now for some reason.
Well, the crowds are pretty rowdy tonight, and
until now, everybody's quiet.
Yeah, until now, but
yeah, they settled them right down. They kind of lulled them to sleep here as everybody's kind of on the edge of the seat, wondering if the Martinsburg fans are wanting to see if DJ can
shut the door.
And Musselman fans are kind of waiting on somebody to get on base so they can get rowdy and try to get their 1, 2, 3 guys up to drive them in.
Well, in this game, total opposite of last Friday's game. Offensively, that was big offensive night for the Applemen. That one 3-2 now as that one bounces.
Yeah, tonight they did a good job of stringing hits together. They have 7 hits, but only 2 runs. But those 2 runs come off of some singles that they strung together there.
Full count now. Triggs on the mound for the Dogs. 3-2 delivery to Bohr. That one hit over to Lupus. Lupus can't handle it. He'll throw to Caleb Edwards, but not in time, and he's safe. And for Edwards, that's got to be tough coming off that hamstring injury. He's had to do that a couple times tonight.
Yeah, stretched out over there. The ball was hit sharply from the left-hander. Got up on Lupus. Lupus did a nice job staying in front. Just ran up his glove. He took it in the belly. Did all he could to keep it in front. Come up and threw just a pinch wide as he heard his throw. And so now you've got Musselman with the lead off on, and they're top of the order coming up, and opportunity to extend this lead.
Yeah, Laura at the plate.
Good at bat by Bohr to stay with it after 2 strikes there.
First one in there is a ball.
So Martinsburg had initially talked about, Edwards, Morris, Triggs, Paulson. They still have Zittel that may or may not find his way on the field. Should we go to the 11th inning?
That one right in front of us again, and it comes down and it gets stuck there.
Yeah.
Right next to the other ball.
It's the ball nest.
1-1 now. Triggs has Lore. That one right up the middle to Triggs. Triggs will go over to second with Hudson Clement, then over to Edwards, and that one is going to stay out as Lore will go to second. And thought they got the tag down is Clement, but he didn't get it down, and he's safe at second.
Great play there by Sonovich to get to back that up, and he threw a bullet down to second. Sonovich doesn't get the credit, all year long, but the more we watch him, the stronger his arm gets. And he threw it from the Martinsburg, and we talk about all this foul territory here. He threw it from the front of Martinsburg's bench over to second on a rocket, and I thought the call could have went either way. It was that close.
So they ruled out an error on the throw? They ruled out a fielder's choice. So he grounds into a fielder's choice, and then
an error on the throw, moves to second. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And for a guy that really all he does is pitch and DJ Triggs, he fields his position really well, which is kind of surprising since he doesn't really play any other position in the field and he doesn't hit.
Yeah, he turned and gave Hudson every chance in the world to get that double play. He just I'm not sure if Bohr came in hot or made him change his arm angle, but he just kind of got the ball wide.
Hartman at the plate now, and he got on base. Was able to come around and score as the winning run so far. That signifies the winning run.
Hartman hit the ball hard last time. Lore has a tremendous amount of speed, and Martinsburg's at basically regular depth. So a ground ball, clean base hit. Lore's going to be off and running. He's going to be moving here.
That one over to Buber. Buber to Edwards, and get him there for the second out of the inning, but that moves Lohr to third and in scoring position with 2 outs, or remains in scoring position with 2 outs.
Buber did a nice job going to get that one. He had to go to his right up the middle and make a tough throw across a diamond to a really speedy Hartman there, and Hartman almost beat it out.
Jacob Miller at the plate now for the Applemen. He singled as well his last time up. That moved the runner to third, or to second, excuse me. First one in there for a ball, 1-0 now the count. 2 outs.
And Miller with that C&I single last time. Should he be able to pull that off, that would give 2 runs. That would be big for Stevens on the mound to have a cushion there.
1-0 delivery on the way. That one is fouled off to bring the count even at 1-1.
Got the umpire James Franklin, look like up on the shoulder. Give him a stinger there as he up on the right shoulder.
Give him a little bit of time to shake it off.
You could hear the ting of the bat, and then the pads get hit there as the ball popped up. So he took one there. He seems to be okay.
Sonovich gives some time to him by going to talk to Triggs. Triggs trying to get out of this inning without giving up a run with Lohr on third base, Miller at the plate. Got a great single his last time up in the 5th inning. 1-1 count here, 2 outs, bottom 6. 1-1 delivery from Triggs. That one in the dirt. Hasanovich able to keep it in front of him, brings the count to 2-1.
Great job by Hasanovich because Lohr's down there chomping at the bit at third to take off, but the ball's going to have to get away a little farther than that, but Hasanovich did a great job swallowing that up. Anything that gets by or gets to the right or left of Hasanovich is going to be, another run for for Musselman.
2-1 delivery from Triggs on the way. That one low, and another ball. 3-1 the count here, as Triggs now behind to Miller. Does not want to put him on first base because you got Myers, who's having a great season as well coming up, hitting .420 on the season.
If he does get on, they'll have to decide if they're going to try to throw him out in second again when they barely got him out the last time.
3-1 delivery on the way. That one is fouled up. Looks like it'll go out of play, and it will. Edwards will give chase to it, but stop once he realizes it's going to be way over the right field way out of play over the right field fence.
You got to get it way out of foul territory to get it out here.
Yeah.
I probably couldn't kick a field goal that far.
Full count here. 2 outs. Bottom 6th inning. Triggs delivery, and he'll have that chopper over to him, and he'll throw over to Edwards to complete the out and go head to the top of the 7th inning with Martinsburg down to their final 3 outs. We'll be back to see that when we come back after this 60-second break. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back in 60.
When it comes to breast cancer, early detection is the key. During the month of May, WVU Medicine will offer 3D mammogram screening clinics to women 40 and older on select weekdays at our Spring Mills Women's Imaging Center and our Jefferson Women's Imaging Center for just $60. This discount fee helps patients who haven't met their deductible, whose insurance doesn't include one with an annual exam, and for those with no insurance. Schedule your 3D mammogram today. Call WVU Medicine at 1-844-802-2734, option 2.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar & Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar & Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
To Appleman Park as Martinsburg is up with their final 3 outs, trying to extend this ball game in the least. It's due up for the Dogs. It's Caleb Edwards, Carson Buber, and Jordan Canby. So they got some speed in Canby there and got good bats in all 3 of them.
Martinsburg here 3 outs away from being no hit. That would be quite demoralizing, should they get, no hit here. Rutherford started the game, went 5, and now you have Stevens has come in and got 3 outs. He's going for the 6-out save here, and going to have to face the heart of the Bulldog order here at 4-5-6.
First pitch to Edwards in there for a called strike. And Edwards, ever since he's kind of come back in the lineup here and start hitting again, he's definitely taking a lot of pitches. 0-1 delivery, that one nearly hits him. 1-1 now.
He tried to wear it, didn't he? He really did.
Yep. The 1-1 delivery from Stevens, and that gets him take the base. Down to first base is Edwards.
That's just what Martinsburg needed, the leadoff batter on,
And
definitely.
Are we going to get a courtesy runner? Or a pinch runner?
I would say they're going to pinch run for him more than likely, and then just re-enter. So you're probably going to get a bunt steal, I assume.
Probably with
Sonovich is a solid bunter, and
Sonovich is
Buber.
Not up yet. Carson Buber is up.
I thought that was an 8, not a 5.
Waiting to see what they designate pinch runner. So it'll be Isaac Grove in there at first base, not a courtesy runner.
Yeah, he's a pinch runner. He's going to enter. Actually, he's in the game at the moment now for Edwards. So I guess he's either told Grove, you got the green light when you get the jump, or he's telling Buber, get this bunt down. Looks like Buber's up in the box, so he's certainly in a situation where he looks like he wants a bunt. And that's
going down to second. That one's in the outfield, but Lohr coming in there to make sure that Grove stops at second.
Yeah, that ball was sailed. Bunt was on. The bunt, when you turn and square a bunt like that, when you send a guy running, it forces the catcher to stay back, instead of just coming out and trying to, get a jump on the throw. He has to stay back, read the bunt. Now, if he were to bunt now, he could move him over to third.
1-0 delivery, and
great
he'll do
bunt.
that. And it was a great bunt, and they'll get the out at first. But that moves Isaac Grove over to third base and 90 feet away from scoring a run here with 1 out in the bottom or top of the 7th inning to tie this ball game. As Jordan Canby at the plate.
Stevens is going to need 2 big at bats here to get out of this thing. Still no hits on the board, but Martinsburg using speed and sacrifices here to move runners around.
That one in there for a ball, and Jordan Canby, the hero the other night.
Yeah.
Had a great night. We interviewed him after the game. That one in there for a strike to even the count at 1-1.
Stevens just has to do what he can do. Musselman has the infield pulled up this time. They're going to force Canby to get it through the infield.
And he does not keep the runner there at first, but he's going to run home, and they can't get him. And Martinsburg's going to tie the ball game. Going to second is Canby.
Hartman had the right play. I guess he just dunked a throw there. He was in, the ball was hit hard, he had an opportunity, and Hartman just threw the ball away. And
still no hits, though.
Yeah, still no hits.
They go down as an error, but now that moves another runner into scoring position for the Bulldogs. That scoring position is to take the lead here.
Mm-hmm. And you couldn't ask for a speedier, other than maybe Hudson and Clement, you couldn't ask for a better base runner out there than Canby. And I'm not sure, I'm sure if there's that much difference in the speed of them, those two runners.
Michael Lupus now at the plate for the Bulldogs. He walked and grounded out. He's hitting .257 on the season. That one fouls it off, and he gets the ump in the hat or near the face protector, and that comes off.
He caught him right square in the face protector and knocked it clean off of his head. So it's a pretty solid hit there.
Do you think Grove still scores there if it's a better throw? Cause
well, I was watching. He was coming.
Big lead.
Yeah, if it was a good throw, it was going to be a chance.
Well, Hartman held him back there because Hartman just looked him down, and then once he made the throw, he was going, and it was going to be
bang bang.
If Myers caught it, it was going to be a close one if he was able to throw it home.
Yeah, it could have possibly been a double play there.
Now back to play here. 0-2 count to Michael Lupus. Dylan Stevens in the game as he blows the save. That one fouled off.
Well, would it be a blown save because he had error there?
Oh, yeah. What does that count as, a blown save?
It's put on by hit by pitch, but scored on an error. So
right. Yeah, I don't know.
I'd say it was blown.
Yeah. Forgot how the runner reached.
Going.
Canby is going. That one to the backstop. Now Martinsburg has a runner 90 feet away from taking the lead. Here with the 1-2 count to Lupus.
One out, and if Barry so much as lets one get squeezed away from him, Canby's going to be there. It's the second time tonight we've seen him take off for third. So he's either reading, the pitch, or
2 strikes, or probably not.
1-2 delivery from Stevens, and that hits him. Lupus down to first base. Runners on first and third with one out here. And one out with a tie ball game here, and now Jake Zittel to the plate. Maybe if you're a Lupus, you think about going or playing hit and run.
Yeah.
Well, they'll probably go him second here with the.
I say they're giving second. They have to. They're going to move those guys back to double play depth. So you can leave the corners up. So they are going to hold him at first, even though his run really doesn't matter.
Stevens looks back over to Lupus at first. Zittel in the box. He's running, and they're just going to give up that. And takes the double play out of the way, or the traditional double play out of the way.
Now they got to bring the defense back up then. There we go. So they're going to give that away. Now you can squeeze, and if you screw it up, you can squeeze again.
There you go. We'll see what Zittel does here. Holds the bat back. That one outside. Whoa! I called that for a strike. Thought that was outside.
This would be huge for Zittel. Would he drive in these 2 runs for his confidence?
1-1. One out. Swinging straight through that one to make it 1-2 now. One out. Top 7. Martinsburg scores a run to tie the ball game, and now they've got 2 runners in scoring position here with just 1 out. They needed the run to extend the ball game. They got that run, looking to take the lead here. That one low. Nearly passes him, but Zittel knows where it was, and he tells Canby to hold at third.
Yeah, he knows Canby's anxious down there. He's keeping him at bay a little.
2-2 delivery from Stevens. Swinging through that one is Zittel, and Zittel not happy about that. Slams the bat against the ground. Now coming up to the plate is Matt Asanovich. Matt Asanovich, who is a great player with runners in scoring position, moves to the 9-hole tonight, and with his 22 RBIs on the season, could help him right here. He's a good hitter with runners in scoring position.
Musselman pushes the defense back, playing for the out.
Stevens' first pitch, and
Asanovich was right on it.
Right on it. 0-1 now the count here. Stevens trying to get out of this inning, just giving up 1 and looking for the Applemen are going to look to walk it off the bottom of the 7th inning. Has to get through this batter first. Asanovich, a great hitter with runners in scoring position, as I mentioned. He'll call a timeout, step out, and he'll give time for Barry and Stevens to talk it over. Maybe discussing trying to change some things up with a runner on second and third. So 0-1 the count here to Matt Asanovich, the catcher. He grounded out 6-3 in the 3rd inning and struck out in the 5th inning. 0-1 delivery on the way. That one outside for a ball, and the Appleman faithful not happy about that one.
Looked low to me, so I'm not certain what they're unhappy about. But
looked low to Nick.
1-1 delivery on the way, and he swings through that one. He tried to take that out of this park.
Yeah, that ball was up and in his eyes, and he went after it.
1-2 now the count, 2 outs. Musselman still no-hitting Martinsburg, though it's now a tie ball game at 2 apiece in the top of the 7th inning. Dylan Stevens has come in to relieve Rutherford, and Asanovich fouls that one off. Keep the at-bat alive here. One, two, the count here. 2 outs. Top 7. Tie ball game at 2, and Asanovich again calls a timeout. Asanovich with the orange bat that he was given from Isaiah Morris, who got a new bat. The 1-2 delivery on the way. That outside brings the count even at 2 apiece. Extending this at-bat.
Stevens has to be careful here not to lay it over the plate. Like you said, Asanovich, though in the 9 hole, has been one of the best clutch hitters for Martinsburg with runners in scoring position. So
second on the team in RBIs, and that one outside again. Brings the count full here. 2 outs. 3-2 count. Tie ball game. Runners on second and third.
Hudson Clement on deck. Big pitch here.
And if you're Dylan Stevens, you want to get out of this one right now. But if you're Martinsburg, you want to at least extend it. 3-2 delivery from Stevens. And swinging in, missing is Asanovich. Down go the Bulldogs, but not before he can get 1 run in and tie the ball game. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th inning. After this 60-second break, you're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, back in 60.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Welcome back to Appleman Park here on the campus of Musselman High School. Tie ball game 2-2 after Martinsburg scores a run to take us to the bottom of the 7th inning. And due up for the Applemen. 4, 5, and 6 hitters: Jason Myers, Dylan Stevens, and Trenton Wolf.
Yeah, Martinsburg, desperately needs to keep these guys off the bases because there's, these are a couple of guys that can string hits together. That last inning there, great pitch to get out of it from Dylan Stevens. 7 innings and have no hit the Bulldogs. So they've thrown a 7-inning no hitter, and at this point they're going to need a run this inning to complete that 7-inning no hitter and get the victory. If they don't score a run here, of course, we're going to free baseball.
Oh, you always talk about that trip, and I don't know how many times that's happened. Maybe once or twice.
Not much.
But you do always joke about it, so I guess your joke's finally coming back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Myers now at the plate, hitting around 420 on the season. He hit an RBI single his last time up to take the lead at 2-1 before Martinsburg tied it up here. DJ Trigg still on the mound. Jake Zittel will set the pitch in this one, but he is not even up and warming yet.
Myers up there free swinging. First pitch. Generally, sometimes, when you're looking to get a guy on base, you'll take a pitch or two, but Musselman feels that first pitch sometimes is the best pitch, so he got after it.
0-1 delivery on the way, swings through that one, now 0-2.
Took a very good cut there.
For Martinsburg, I mentioned Zittel set the pitch at some point in this ball game. That's what we were told earlier today. And he swings through that one, so 3-pitch strikeout for DJ Triggs. That's got to get his confidence sky high here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Well, you mentioned Zittel being planned to pitch, and I think at this point, in case this game were to go extras, they need the arm of DJ Triggs to go deep.
As you mentioned, Zittel is now walking down to the bullpen. I was going to mention that I figure they may just get him at least warm in here. But now up to bat is Dylan Stevens. That one in there for a ball.
So we haven't seen Zittel start, I don't think, this year, so I don't know how long he's really able to go. So it makes sense to keep a starter in Triggs out there at this point in the game.
Triggs reaching the 29th pitch of the night here, 19 of those for strikes. 1 2/3 innings so far, 1 hit and 1 strikeout for the senior. 1-1 count here, 1 out.
Triggs doing a tremendous job. I mean, come in and you got that bases loaded out for when Paulson come out, and since then he's been, he's done a really good job. And giving his team a chance to get back in this and possibly get the victory.
1-1 pitch here to Stevens. That one swing on and miss. Maybe foul tipped it there. I think I heard a little something.
He changed the direction of it, looked like a little bit. He's going to go out and take a little walk. Must have maybe got Asanovich.
Or got the home plate umpire, James Franklin.
That's somebody
been beat up tonight.
Yeah.
Not only by the fans here, but also by the baseballs.
Yeah, I think it got under Asanovich there. Must have got him on that foul tip.
1-2 the count here. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th inning. Dylan Stevens at the plate. That one just inside.
Curveball.
Or a ball, 2-2.
It broke, but just didn't break quite enough. And Stevens backed out of there.
That may have been a strike the last time these two teams played. 2-2 delivery on the way. That one is fouled off over the Bulldogs dugout.
Our prayers do go out to Mr. Alderman, who did umpire this last game. He was down in Nova Hospital with some blood clots here. That was yesterday. I'm not sure if there's any updates today. If anyone had any, they could text them to me. But he had a couple of blood clots in his arm there and kind of went down to the hospital, I hear. So
2-2 delivery. That one is fouled off, and that would have stayed fair. That would have
been a long out.
Yeah. Sifford had a pretty good beat on it. Had a lot of air under it.
It looked like initially like it had more carry than what it really did. It just ended up kind of in shallow left, if it was fair.
Yeah, it left the bat quick, but then it just kind of...
Yeah, from where I'm sitting, I don't have that angle, Nick. Oh, I see it coming off the bat. It looks like it's going to go far. And then I turn my head over, and then it drops. But nonetheless, 2-2 here, 1 out. Pitch on the way from Triggs. That one catches the corner for a strikeout. DJ Triggs with another strikeout. 2 outs now, bottom 7th. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Yeah. He's doing, Triggs is getting through this lineup pretty well, and the emotions are starting to run a little bit here with the players as you start to see some hand gestures and some jaw in the back and forth a little bit. So
now to play Trenton Wolf.
Typical EPAC night with these two teams getting after it.
Trenton Wolf struck out looking, flown out to center field, and got out on I believe back in the 3rd inning, a 4.35. I don't know that he got out.
He got out on the 4-3, I believe. Yeah. The 5 was when he threw back across.
Yeah. 1-1 now the count here, 2 outs, bottom 7. 1 delivery on the way. That one chopped over to Buber. Buber will pick it up, secure it. Over to Morris, who's now in there at first base. We'll head to the 8th inning. Free baseball here. After this 60-second break, you're tuning into the EPAC Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 60 seconds.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch! The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
Heffley Motor Company, just off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road, is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Heffley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner, serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. And if you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Heffley.com. Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Back to Appleman Park here. We're headed to extra innings. On Talk Radio WRNR in TV10, an EPAC baseball matchup between Martinsburg and Musselman, tied at 2. Spencer DeQuee, Trip Tobin, Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us on this Thursday evening here. The game originally scheduled for yesterday, but due to field conditions after the weather Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, got pushed to tonight. Again, this game doesn't really matter in the standings because they already released the sectional seedings. And John Alderton, our cameraman, back in the studio doing a great job. Colin McLaughlin pulling a long day today.
A long day for Colin?
He gets a short day tomorrow. He's off after
Not as long
10
as
a.m.
my day.
That's true. Nick had a long day, too. First one there into Clement is a strike, 0-1 the count.
Colin got to sleep in today.
Yeah, until he got woken up by Rob.
Well, yeah. But that was due to Colin's miscommunication.
He's got 2 miscommunications in the last 2 days now.
It happens.
It happens. 1-1 now the count after a ball comes in there to Hudson Clement.
This is a huge...
Clement looking for his first hit of the night.
Yeah, this is a huge at bat because should Clement get on, you know he's going to be moving and getting in scoring position quickly.
Score update, Hedgesville gets a 9-6 win over Frankfort. They end the season 16-14, I believe, regular season. Unless I don't know, they do have a game tomorrow, actually, if I remember correctly. Yep, they play Williamsport tomorrow. 16-14 on the year. That one by Clement. It's trouble dribbler, and he will beat it out. Hudson Clement gets his first hit of the day as he beats out an infield single.
First hit of the day for Martinsburg.
I didn't even think about that there.
Yeah, and
caught that off my mind.
You have to think that
there goes the no-hitter.
You have to think that he's going to be moving. You know, what a way to break the no-hitter on a Baltimore chop like that. That Miller had to wait for it to come down, and the higher it got in the air, the quicker, the farther the Clement got down the line there.
He probably will be moving here, as Tripp just mentioned. Now at the plate, Landon Siffert. First one into him. It's a ball outside.
Yep, he's out there. He's looking for a read. He gets a step. He's going.
He's going. And they're going to throw it down, but it's not going to be in time as it bounces out of the glove, and Hudson Clement's safe for his 38th. And record-breaking continues as he continues to lead the pack in Martinsburg single-season history with 38th stolen base, 38 for 38.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you stop him in that situation. So what I said, it was a huge at-bat if he were to get on because he was going to immediately be in scoring position.
Now, it's a 3-0 count here to Siffert, who also has some speed on the base pass.
Lots of speed. For
the top of this lineup is just speed, speed, speed.
Yep, with Morris on the 3-hole.
And then Boober, speed, Canby, speed. Lupus, speed.
You got speed, RBI guys, speed, RBI guys.
Yeah. It's a good way to build a lineup.
Mm-hmm.
3-0 delivery coming up from Stevens. That one catches the zone for a strike. Siffert was just going to keep the bat on his shoulder there. 3-1 is now the count.
Yeah, Siffert's got a good pitch to hit here. He should be sitting on fastball ready to drive something.
3-1 delivery on the way, and he fouls that one off. 3-2 now the count.
I think Stevens still has to come to the plate here, even with first base open.
About to throw his 45th pitch of the night. So we got a timeout here. Siffert will go talk to Byler as they'll discuss what they want to do here. For something good is probably what he's telling them.
Probably telling him, protect that plate. Get that ball in play. Anything could happen with Hudson on the bag. Big hole open between short and third as Hartman's holding Holding Clement.
Clement's going. Swing and a miss. Here, I guess he foul-tipped it, but moving to third is Clement. So 1 out now. You trade him out to move a guy 90 feet.
Yeah,
from 90 feet.
Straight swing and drop third strike. Would have been ball 4, yep.
Now Isaiah Morris, a good RBI man at the plate, leads the team in RBIs with 23.
Looked like a curveball, though, so it would have been a tough pitch to lay off.
First pitch to him is outside for a ball.
Yeah, and, you got to wonder here. The infield's drawn in. If Clement would even try it on a ground ball with his speed.
Swinging straight through that one is Morris. He wanted to take that one out to right field. One count here, 1 out. Top of the 8th inning, free baseball here. He swings and misses through that one. Now 1-2 the count. And Isaiah Morris been hitting a hot bat lately, but
yeah, he's been hitting the real hot bat. And just he hadn't found it here tonight much, but he only takes 1 pitch. And
1-2 delivery was coming from Stevens, but Morris calls the timeout and gets it granted.
Stevens just stands right back up on the mound, stoic and ready to go and confident.
He was getting ready to get into his windup here. 1-2 delivery. That one inside nearly hits him. Brings the count even at 2-2. Jefferson wins tonight. They finish the regular season.
Just missed there for 3-2 now. Once again, Stevens is going to have to get around the plate. Siddle should be looking for something to drive.
That one outside, take his base.
Now if they leave the infield up, they're going to have to...
Do you get a courtesy runner, a pinch runner here?
No, because you want that run, I think.
Yeah. We'll get an update here. Jefferson.
Well, they haven't run for him yet, so they could.
Yeah. Jefferson gets the victory 4-3 over Smithsburg. They finished the regular season 29-3.
He was just making sure to tell them that Edwards was back in the game.
Back in the game because they did pinch run him, but that became that free pinch run you get. But Jefferson finished the regular season 29-3 to lead the EPAC.
Probably ready. State and wins.
Yeah, I have to look that up.
I think Jefferson has more wins than, or more, I don't think Washington even has 20 games.
Yeah, I think they're like 11, or they might just barely have trouble.
Morris will go.
Oh, it hit him.
And it hit him, take him down to first base. That'll load the bases here with 1 out. Coming to the plate now.
Buber.
It's Carson Buber.
Comes the infield back up. Bases loaded, 1 out. Could be the inning that Martinsburg's been looking for all night. A walk, a single, a walk, a hit by pitch. Buber was right on that pitch.
And he was. It's now an 0-1 count. Buber looking to drive one here. He's got 20 RBIs on the season. But again, he could put one out in deep left, center, or right field and score the run on a sac fly with just 1 out here. So he'll bunt it right there, and it'll go foul.
It was the right play.
He's already laid down a perfect bunt earlier to advance a runner, and if he gets that just a little bit more to the left, he's driving in the lead run.
2 strikes now with 1 out.
Now you got to pull the bat back.
Yeah, now you have to hit your way on here, and possibly, if the strikeout pitch could give Stevens 2 outs.
0-2 delivery on the way. That one fouled off to the netting behind home plate.
It seems like Buber's bat has cooled off a little bit as of late. He's had good at-bats, but really hasn't gotten great contact, so now would be a good time for him to break out of a little bit of a slump.
0-2 delivery from Stevens. That one hit. It looks like it's going to drop, and it will.
A chance at
Clement will come in to score, and Martinsburg takes the 3-2 lead. Clement there trying to rile things up.
Yeah, he's getting wound up and talking to the Musselman fans. The throw was there in time. I think it pulled it pulled Barry. I think Barry had to come up the line a little bit. That ball fell in for a base hit, but it was short. Clement had to go back and wait on it. He was going to tag, and he took off. And the throw just was there in time, just a little wide.
Carson Boober now with 21 RBIs on the season. Now Jordan Canby up to the plate. He scored the first run of the game for Martinsburg. He's also stuck at 20 RBIs, and he wants to get over. He wants to tie Boober or get more.
He could bunt it in.
First pitch coming to him. He'll swing through that one now. 0-1 the count. 57 pitches now for Dylan Stevens, and we're seeing something that they didn't see on Friday night. They're actually getting contact and hits off Stevens. That one hit out into center field. That's going to be hard he's going to camp under it there. In left is Wolf, but coming around to score will be Morris, and batters will move up.
I think he dropped it.
Yeah, he dropped it. Mm-hmm. It's a hit there. Martinsburg now takes a 4-2 lead.
That ball was hammered out into left field. It was all Wolf could do to get to it, and then as he got to it, I guess he hit off his glove, and then Laura had to pick it up and send it in at that point in time. You know, both Martinsburg runners were up and moving and on the run. This is exactly what Musselman didn't want to happen, as they're going to make a pitching change.
They're going to make a pitching change, and we'll take a break, and we'll be back to get you that change. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back at 60.
Hi, I'm Sally Hardy. I am asking you to re-elect John Hardy to the West Virginia House. John is my husband of 24 years and an amazing dad to our daughters. I am proud of this hardworking man who runs a successful business, gives back to the community, and is our valuable delegate. John Hardy is a man of values with a heart of service, and he cares about moving West Virginia forward. Re-elect my husband, John Hardy. Visit Delegate John Hardy on Facebook.
Paid for by candidate.
I'm Jason Barrett. I'm running for state senate because I believe it's time to build an even better West Virginia. That starts with a less burdensome tax policy, reliable internet service, a strong education system, and a robust tourism industry. I believe this building starts right here in Jefferson and Berkeley counties. I ask for your support and your vote in the May 10th Republican primary.
Paid for by friends of Jason Barrett.
Back to Appleman Park here. We've got a call to the bullpen, or I guess call to the field. Trevor Bohr wasn't in the bullpen this time. Those brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? I ride with them, and apparently Tripp does too, so you should too. And coming in to pitch now is Trevor Bohr. He was in the bullpen earlier, then came in to play right when they pulled Stevens in, and Stevens' day is done. After 2 1/3, 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, and over 58 pitches, 35 for strikes, facing 15 batters. And Martinsburg able to do what they weren't able to do last Friday night, get hits and runs off Stevens.
Yeah, and I think, too, it's always difficult when you're a typical starter to come in a relief role. And there's just a few plays there toward the end of the 7th inning where Musselman could be already at home with the win, but obviously, the error there toward the end, starting with the hit by pitch from Dylan Stevens, allows Martinsburg to have a chance. Jordan Canby gets the third, and then an error brings him in to extend this ball game. So, really, I don't think Martinsburg didn't really dominate Dylan Stevens. They kind of did it to himself in a few areas, but definitely a good rally for the Dogs. This gives them confidence if they were to face Stevens again in sectionals. And just tonight, finding a way to score runs here toward the end of the ball game, even though it hasn't really been a great night for Martinsburg with the bats. This is a good rally here, and we'll see if Bohr can shut them down and get these final few outs.
Lupus now at the plate. He swings through the first one. 0-1 the count here. Just 1 out. Top 8. Martinsburg now on top 5-2.
Martinsburg using that speed, that speed kills when you can get on base.
Lupus now getting ready to hit Bohr. The 0-1 delivery on the way. That's outside for a ball. 1-1 now the count here. 1 out.
There's still only 1 out, so, again, a sac fly can score the run. So you don't need necessarily a hit, just a well-hit ball.
Runners on first and second. The 1-1 delivery on the way now. Swinging through that one makes it 1-2.
Stevens goes back to third. Defense pulled up.
One-two delivery on the way. That one hit on into the sky in left field. Going back on it is Wolf. He'll make the catch. And coming in to score on the sacrifice fly is Boober. Martinsburg leads 6-2.
Still with one hit, but just manufacturing runs. Here comes Zittle, possibly the pitcher in the bottom of the eighth.
Martinsburg cheering him on over there. Getting rowdy tonight in the dugout. Jake Zittle coming up. He had a sacrifice fly earlier in the ball game. Struck out. Also flew out to right field. First pitch to Zittle from Bohr. And he swings on and he gets a foul tip on that one. Those runs charged to Stevens now. 5 runs, 4 earned. That one he gets a hit out into left field. Coming around to score is Canby. Martinsburg takes a 7-2 lead on an RBI single from Jake Zittle.
Well, that ball was rocketed right out in the center field.
And he's been doing that lately. He's been hard hitting it. And I remember the other night, walked in to let Byler know that we were leaving. And he was talking to coaches about Zittle. I think you were in there too. Mm-hmm. And he said when he gets contacted, he's trying to go in the middle. Mm-hmm. That's where he likes to hit the ball. And when he does it, he's going to have success.
Yeah, he's an alley to alley kind of hitter. And right there you see he kind of got in that left center alley.
First one in there is a ball. So 6 runs, 5 earned for Dylan Stevens. So that was the last run charged to him. 1-0 the count here, just 1 out. Top of the 8th inning. 2-0 now the count as to Asanovich. That one low and inside. 9:31 p.m. here. Game started at 7:01 p.m. That one a dribbler to Hartman. Hartman will get the 1 out there with Moberly as Zittle is taken out on the 6-4 fielder's choice.
Mm-hmm. 5 runs. Giving up on that one. That inning, right?
I thought it was only 1 out.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices. And we've made buying a new car easier than ever with 1-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
DJ Rudolph's
If Triggs finishes it out, he's got to be the player of the game. Come in with base loaded, got the out.
I mean, that's your take there.
You give up no runs.
Welcome back to Appleman Ballpark here, Martinsburg. 5-run top of the 8th inning. They're now on top. 7-2 here as they look to finish it out here. DJ Triggs remains on the mound so far for him. 37 pitches, 25 for strikes, 8 batters faced, 2 1/3 inning, 1 hit, and 2 strikeouts. Coming up to hit for Musselman is Taryn Boyles, Austin Moberly, and Trevor Bohr. Boyles 2 for 2.
Shockey's going to get an opportunity to pinch hit from Oberly.
It's Martinsburg trying to close it out here with Edwards now back at first.
It's all back to say the way it was.
Yeah, but last inning Morris was at first.
Sure.
I'm almost certain.
I don't think.
First one in there for a strike to Boyles. The 0-1 pitch from Triggs. That one swung on and fouled off to the Appleman dugout.
Coach Hartman tried to make a play on it. That's how you get nubbed fingers. Stubbed fingers.
0-2 now the count here. Triggs slowing it up a little bit here. 0-2 delivery from Triggs. That one in the dirt for a ball as Asanovich able to keep it in front of him. 1-2 now the count. Start of the bottom of the 8th inning. Martinsburg scoring 5 at the top of the 8th inning here in extra innings. 1-2 delivery on the way. That's fouled off. Singer.
He almost got it by him, yeah.
Yeah.
Took it out of the catcher's glove.
1-2 now the count. No outs. Bottom 8. Free baseball here at Appleman Field. That one fouled off as Boyle's going to keep this at-bat alive.
Does a good job of getting pitches to hit and slapping away, bad pitches. I think that's why he's been successful at the plate and not rolling over on bad pitches and just kind of going with them.
One-two delivery coming from Triggs. Going high for a ball. 2-2 now the count. Two-two delivery from Triggs. That is inside and low for a ball. Brings the count full at 3-2.
Triggs taking his time back there, taking a little breather, slowing things down. Not wanting to walk this guy.
The 3-2 delivery, and that one strikes him out. Strikes him out looking there on the close play. First out, bottom 8th.
Yeah, that was inside. It could have been maybe a strike, but I thought it was on the inside. I thought that was a ball 4. A little bit surprised by that, especially with the delayed call. But
yeah, I thought it was a ball 4, kind of in and up, based on strike zone tonight, but not 100% sure, from this angle. But certainly Boyles thought it was ball 4. He was headed down to first base.
Jackson Shockey pinch hitting here for Austin Moberly. First one in there for a strike. Shockey on the season hitting 226. 53 at-bats with 12 hits and 11 RBIs on the season. 0-1 delivery on the way. That is golfed foul over the Martinsburg dugout. Oh-2 count here, 1 out to Shockey. 0-2 delivery from Triggs on the way, swung on and missed for the strikeout. That's back-to-back Ks and 4 Ks in the last 5 batters for DJ Triggs, who just seems to be getting better as this game is going on, as his appearance has kept going.
I think he's gotten better as the year's going on. I
too.
think he's certainly, with Paulson going down, he stepped right in that role. Him and Boober both have picked up their role, and I think they've given Martinsburg a chance to put some more depth in their rotation. And DJ stepped in with that base was loaded, 2 outs and got that out. Give his team a chance.
Played his bore, and he, with that right to Lupus to end the ball game, Martinsburg gets the 7-2 win in extra innings behind a 5-run top of the 8th inning, and they shut things down to end the game in the bottom of the 8th inning. Martinsburg now improves to 20-7 on the season, while the Applemen fall to 17-9. So we get ready to take a 2-minute break here. That'll do it for the game. When we come back, we'll have the post-game show. That's next. After this 2-minute break, you're tuned in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast, and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's a gateway to spring adventure. Start your adventures with Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 0.9% APR on a 2022 Honda HR-V and a 1.9% APR on a 2022 Civic or Accord. New vehicles are arriving daily at a local Honda dealer.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI 2021 ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
The game may be over, but don't go away just yet. We've got a complete game recap, analysis, stats, the player of the game, and we'll prepare you for our next broadcast. All on the post-game show. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Trips Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, the Heffley Motor Company, the Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Welcome back to Appleman Park here on the campus of Musselman High School. Martinsburg gets the extra inning 7-2 victory. And we're in the post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Spencer Dupuy, Trip Tobin, happy to have you with us. Nick will be joined by Martinsburg Bulldog coach Aaron Byler and the WVU Medicine Player of the Game, which we'll name before we send it out down there to him. John Argent, our cameraman, back in the studio. Colin McLaughlin, happy to have you with us here. We'll get the game summary. It's brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Company. When it comes to your home, auto, farm, or business, they're trusted, reliable, and experienced. Call them at 304-263-0809. And it was a no-hitter for a good portion of this ballgame. Martinsburg able to get on the board, Musselman able to get on the board in the bottom of the second inning to make it 1-0. Martinsburg would tie it up in the top of the fifth, making it 1-1. And then in the bottom of the fifth inning, Musselman would take the lead 2-1. Martinsburg would keep fighting. In the top of the seventh inning, get a run in, tie the ball game, have great pitching in the bottom half of the inning, take it to extras. Martinsburg then puts up 5 runs on Dylan Stevens, something they couldn't do last Friday night.
Nah, a little bit wild. Got a couple base runners on, a walk and hit by pitch, and then some sacrifices and sac flies. Next thing you know, Martinsburg using speed and using their ability to move runners, to their advantage without getting a lot of hits. So hats off to them for being able to make it happen without their offensive prowess tonight.
Definitely without the offensive prowess, but then they come in and DJ Triggs just has a heck of a ball game as Martinsburg pitched a pitched 4 guys in this ballgame, but he came in and really finished it out in the final 2 innings. Bottom 7, he went 2 strikeouts and a 4-3 ground out. And then bottom 8, he went 2 strikeouts and then a line out to Lupus. So it was great doing there for DJ Triggs, and I guess he's getting ready to go down there. You know what that means.
Yep, DJ is the player of the game.
Brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. Getting ready as Nick and DJ get into position down there right in front of us. And we'll send it down to Nick Verzolini with the player of the game, DJ Triggs.
Thanks, guys. We're now joined by our WVU Medicine player of the game, DJ Triggs. And DJ, you come in relief tonight, and you have pretty good stuff. What was kind of your game plan when you took them out?
Well, they're sitting dead red fastball the whole game. You can see that. I tried to throw a couple first pitch all speeds, buried in the dirt, not going to swing. They're really good. They're a really good hitting team. But my fastball worked really good today, I think, and that's what got the job done.
It seems like as the year has gone on, you seem to get more confident, better on the mound. What do you credit that to, your recent success?
I like all my coaches. They told me just calm down and work your stuff. You know, you got. I believe in you. Basically, is what they're all saying. Like they all have all the confidence in the world, and just slow down on the mound. Don't get in your own head. That's what I think.
Obviously, too, you guys avenged that loss from Musselman. Been a lot of jarring back and forth, and sets up for an interesting sectional.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be a good section. Probably, it's going to be us versus Musselman. That's what it's going to be. And it's going to be good games. I'll say that.
All right, DJ, thank you, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Now joined by the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Aaron Byler, and Coach. Team's getting no hit most of the night, and then just some crazy stuff happens. You find a way to tie the game, and there at the end, finally kind of break through on Stevens and get some hits rallied together. What'd you kind of tell the guys throughout the game to keep them locked in, even though the offense wasn't really clicking for them?
Well, I think everybody knew that this game, was essentially meaningless, but as it went on, it kind of got the feel where you needed to win it, for momentum, and, I think at the end of the day, if we took anything away from it, I think we had momentum going in the sectional tournament, and the guys believe that it's their sectional tournament to win, and hopefully we'll carry that over.
Able to get a lot of different pitchers into the game today. That was the strategy going in, and obviously all those guys threw pretty well. So is that really what you wanted, is to see those guys pitch, and not only pitch, but pitch well?
Yeah, I think it was good to get Caleb confidence early on, if he has to face him again. I thought it was really good to see Joe Paulson up to 50 pitches. That was the goal. And then I thought it was really good to see DJ in pressure situations, because you get in the sectional tournament late next week, there's going to be pressure situations. So that was kind of a good simulation of that for him.
It seems like he's been pitching better as the year goes on, and he just talked about him getting more confidence out there. Is that really just the key to DJ Triggs pitching well, is just confidence for him?
Yeah, and I think, we talk all the time about the good and the bad DJ last year, but I've really only seen the good DJ. I think he's had a tremendous senior year. I think he's pitched with confidence all year long. I have no fear to put him out there in a big game, and I think he's proven that. So, yeah, we have all the faith in the world in DJ next week when he gets his opportunity.
Obviously, you guys in Musselman always have had a rivalry, but it seems like as this game went on, like you said, it seemed to mean more, and it has to do, I think, with that rivalry, as the intensity is still out there for the kids and for the coaches as well.
Yeah, I think that next week will be fun.
Leave it at that. All right, back to you guys.
Thanks, Nick, there. Next week will be fun, and we will be at at Martinsburg at P.O. Faulkner Park next Tuesday for the number 1 against the number 4. Martinsburg taking on Spring Mills in the first round of the sectional tournament. But now let's get into game stats, brought to you by Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Buying or selling a home, call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. We'll start with the winners in Martinsburg. Hudson Clement, 1 for 4 tonight with 1 run. Isaiah Morris scores a run tonight on a walk. Caleb Edwards scores a run tonight. Carson Buber 1 for 3 with an RBI. Jordan Camby, a great night for him. He's 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs, a walk, and 2 runs for himself. And then Jake Zittel gets a great 2 RBIs there, 1 for 3 tonight. Pitching for Martinsburg, Caleb Edwards going 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, 17 pitches for him. Isaiah Morris comes in to pitch the second inning for just 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Joe Paulson, as you heard Coach Byler talk about, getting him up near 50 pitches. He pitched 49 pitches, 31 for strikes, 2 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Then DJ Triggs comes in for the final 3 1/3 innings, 1 hit, 4 strikeout ball, throwing 48 pitches, and gets the credited for the win. Now for Musselman, they had 8 total hits on the day. Lohr with 1 hit and an RBI, Hartman with a hit, Miller with a hit, Myers with a hit and an RBI, Stevens with a hit, Boyles with 2 hits, and Bohr coming in with the pinch hit technically there with 1 hit as well. Pitching-wise, Rutherford gets the start, 5 innings, no decision, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 79 pitches for him facing 18 batters. Dylan Stevens comes in, 2 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 58 pitches for him, 35 for strikes, facing 15 batters. Martinsburg finally figuring him out. Then Bohr comes in for the final 2/3 of an inning, gets credited with the loss, 1 hit, and no runs to his credit, but he inherited those runners that again got credited to Dylan Stevens. But a ball game that looked like it was going to be a 2-1 ball game for most of the game, and Martinsburg makes it interesting, gets the big win trip.
Yeah, they came back. I mean, they kept grinding, like Coach Byler said. It was kind of a, just kind of a scrimmage game atmosphere at first. But then as the yawing started taking on, and they realized the opponent that was across the field was trying to give them a knockout punch, they woke up, and at that point they did what they had to do as far as getting on base and using their speed, moving runners over. And Musselman, I believe, can hang with anybody. They've got a great pitching staff, and I don't think that Dylan's outing tonight was any way indicative of what you'll see out of him in the sectional. So it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. Coach Byler said that. Now you say that, and that'll wrap it up here from Appleman Field. Final score: Martinsburg gets the win in 8 innings, 7-2. For Colin McLaughlin, who you'll hear from very soon, our cameraman John Alderton, Nick Verzolini, Trip Tobin, I'm Spencer Puig saying so long. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the Sports Mix and next Tuesday for the first game of the Section 1 tournament. So long. We'll talk to you later. You'll hear from Colin momentarily.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
For every parent with a child entering pre-K through 7th grade,
we invite you to consider Airborne Christian Academy.
Enrolling your student in a Christian school, it's never been more affordable, with a WV Hope Scholarship offering $4,300 per year per student.
And if you've been hoping for alternative ways for your child to flourish academically while remaining true to your faith, we want to partner with you.
Check out all the details at airborne.church/ school.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome into the post-game scoreboard show brought to you by Modern Realty Results. Larry DeMarco and his experienced team handle each and every transaction with honesty and integrity. Visit them at modernrealtyresults.com. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Martinsburg gets the win over Musselman 7-2 in 8 innings. Let's now look at some other scores quickly around the EPAC. The Washington Patriots win both games in a doubleheader against the Berkeley Springs Indians. Game 1 by a final score of 8-0 and Game 2 by a final score of 8-3. Jefferson beats Mercersburg Academy 5-0, and then Smithsburg 4-3. Hedgesville defeats Frankfort 9-6. And those are your EPAC scores. Let's now get into some MLB scores. It's going final earlier. The Guardians beat the Blue Jays 6-5. The Mets lead the Phillies in the top of the ninth 8-7. The Baltimore Orioles now lead the Minnesota Twins 5-3. Bottom of the sixth inning, it's the Astros leading the Tigers 2-0. Final score, Angels shut out the Red Sox 8-0. The Brewers beat the Reds, who have started off terribly, 3-22 now. Final score, Brewers 10, Reds 5. The Rockies get the win over our Washington Nationals 9-7. At the end of the first, it's the Padres leading the Marlins 1-0. Top of the second, the Rays and Mariners are scoreless. And bottom of the first, the Cardinals and the Giants are tied 0-0. Over to the NHL now. The Rangers tie up the series 1-1 against the Penguins with a 5-2 win tonight. The Predators are tied with the Avalanche 0-0, 15:34 to go. And at 10 p.m., the Stars take on the Flames, and the one that you'll hear on Talk Radio WRNR next, even though you might not want to, 11:10 to go in the third period. The Washington Capitals losing right now to the Florida Panthers 5-1. So that's going to wrap things up here on the post-game scoreboard show. I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off. Tune into the Sports Mix tomorrow. We'll have a full EPAC recap and more starting at 12:08 on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10, as well as our Facebook page. But now we'll get you over to the Washington Capitals as they currently trail in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup playoff beginning series there against the Panthers of Florida by a score of 5-1.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Modern Realty Results, and the Skinner Law Firm.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talkradiowrnr.com. All rights reserved.